Hello, everyone. Welcome to Midgard. I don't know if this is a series or if we're just calling it Midgard or
We don't know.
we don't know. Well, this is Midgard 1, potentially more
Yes.
coming in the future. This is not an official account. I'm just speculating. But welcome, folks. We've got a lot of people here at the venue. I am Safe State, and with me, I have...
Taros, nice to see you all.
All right, and we are going to be starting off with Melee Pools at 10 a.m. here in Sweden. We've got representation of all of the Nordics here.
Yeah, we have people from Norway, Denmark, Sweden, and I don't know if we have any Finns participating in Melee. I know we have some people from Iceland
Yeah.
who are, I think, some Ultimate players who are also entering Melee.
Yeah. I was actually just playing with a couple of them before I came here to do commentary, and they were saying they're better at Ultimate, but they do like playing Melee better.
Sure.
Which you always like to see.
Yeah, I have one of them in my pool, and I'm playing two of them in doubles later. So I'm excited to see how the Icelandics stack up.
Nice. Yeah. So I'm not sure if we
Yes.
have a
So
set lined
we
up.
have Gong Gong going up on stage.
Nice.
Gong Gong is a Yoshi player from the very north of Sweden,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and Gong Gong is playing against Tore, who I believe is from Denmark.
Denmark. Interesting. All right. So we've already got some inter-Nordic fights going on. Yeah.
Definitely. So I think this is it's going to be a third and fourth seed in their pool.
Okay.
Um,
And I know Gong Gong plays Yoshi.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what Tore.
Yeah. No, me neither. I have not seen him play. So.
I guess we'll find out.
Yep. I'm excited to see.
Yes. Let the melee begin. Oh,
Yeah,
it looks like we're already starting. Or we got some hand warmers.
Probably a hand warmer, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see the fox from Tore. And of course the pink Yoshi from Gong Gong.
Is this a 20XX setup? I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah, because we've got the one album in the back. I'm trying to remember what album that is. I'm not too good with media.
Oh yeah.
And we've got Fox's Shine, which is
I have an
Rainbow.
idea, but I'm not gonna say because I don't want to be wrong on stream.
Well, we're both uncultured.
Yes,
That's fine, I guess.
we're in this together, so it's all good. Yeah, so I'd say going into this, not knowing much about Tore, I'd imagine Gong Gong be the favorite here, but you never know, obviously.
Yeah, we
Since
could
we
just not know about Denmark, folks. So, could be a sleeper pick.
For sure. Yeah, so Gong Gong, like I just want to give a shout out to Gong Gong. Gong Gong is has been carrying the northern scene of Sweden for so long,
Yeah?
hosting some some decently sized regional events. But we're going into game one right here on Battlefield.
All right, we've got some these double jump forward airs with Yoshi, which are particularly tricky to deal with if you're not used to like the double jump timing of like the characters that have that weird what do you call it? The double jump where they go down for a second.
Oh yeah, I
Don't know what it's called,
Yeah.
but it's if you're not used to that timing, it can be really tricky, and you can get
For
messed
sure.
up by.
Oh. Uh-oh, it looks like it's an issue on the player side as well.
Did it freeze? Okay, so it froze, and I know Yoshi is on the screen, which makes me think that this is an older version of 20XX that used to have issues with Yoshi specifically.
Oh no.
So we're gonna want to switch out this Wii for a Wii that's just got vanilla melee and like UCF 0.8 or something. But the streamer talked to them. It looks like they're getting stuff sorted out. So we just need a vanilla Wii with UCF 0.8. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Very interesting. This is a first for me.
Yeah, so this is actually really good that it happened this early on with the very first set because, yeah, specifically Yoshi has issues with an older version of UCF and I think 20XX also.
I love that the very first game we had a Yoshi specifically come on stage.
Perfect timing.
Wow.
Perfect timing. But I guess, yeah, so we're just chilling a bit.
Yeah, I mean, we can see here, we can watch some pools games.
Well, we can. Not sure about the crowd at home though. Oh, I just saw an Armada shine.
Yeah, I think Pipsqueak is is making moves.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hickson not able to
Yeah.
keep up with Pipsqueak.
Yeah, so I mean, let's. I think we can just take a moment to speak about some of the talent that's out here. So we got Pipsqueak, obviously the first seed. We've had a few people have to drop out,
Yeah,
such
Sharp.
as Sharp. I think Abbe dropped out.
I didn't hear about Abbe dropping out. I just like sort of heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah, I haven't heard it like 100%, but I heard people talking about Abbe potentially dropping out.
Very unfortunate.
And also Jormis also dropping.
Missed his flight.
Yeah,
or didn't miss it.
Yeah,
It just got canceled.
Yeah, it's like such a shame.
Very
Would've
unfortunate.
Would have loved to seen him out here. But about the people who are actually here, we got Dady here.
Yep.
Nintendork is here. And
is it a Poppenmeister?
Popmeister.
Zeddy.
I think Zeddy is one of the, in my opinion, one of the big hitters here, who I think people are very much underestimating.
I don't think I know Zeddy. Where's Zeddy from?
Zeddy is here from Skåne.
Okay.
He's in Malmö. He's a Captain Falcon player, who, in my opinion, is, I think he's gonna get the top 4 at this event.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have that much faith in him. I think he's seeded to get 13th, but.
So has he like just been a net play grinder or something?
Well, not really. Like he goes to a lot of the Skåne locals and does really well. Like he's been ranked first above players like Saftblandan and Popmeister. Because he's just that good.
Wow. Dang. Yeah.
But
so I'll be interested to see how he places.
Look forward to seeing him later.
Excellent.
Other than that, you know, the aforementioned Saftblandan here.
Legendary Luigi.
Got some Stockholm talent, such as Tellman and Nobody.
Did you hear about Nobody's double situation?
Yeah, I only saw in bracket that he was entering with a level 9 CPU Ganondorf.
Yeah, so he was really late on getting a teammate. And yesterday or the day before, he was like, yeah, so I couldn't find a teammate. Can I just team with a level 9 CPU? And TOs were like, you know what? Let's run it.
Let's go. I hope I run into that team.
Unfortunately, the level 9 Ganon, which I think is his plan, is very exploitable. But I don't know, something might be able to happen.
We shall see.
I would be very satisfied if he manages to get a set win.
Yeah. We'll. That'll be one to follow for sure. I hope we get one of those sets on stream. That would be hype.
Oh, I don't know about that. I just want to hear about it. I'm not sure if I want to see it.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I'm gonna be playing my own double set, so I'm not gonna have to watch it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It works out. I hear some melee going on.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Another hype thing about this tournament is that we have quite a few Ultimate players who are entering melee.
Yeah.
Like I saw we mentioned the Icelandic players. We also have some of the Danes, and I saw some Norwegian Ultimate players as well entering. So
I love to see the crossover.
Yeah, definitely crossover.
It shows that there's still a very big interest in melee, even amongst the new folks. And like I said, when I was playing with the Icelandic folks earlier, they said they're better at Ultimate, but they really like playing melee better. So
yeah,
if you like playing Ultimate, you might like melee better. So try it out.
You can have both.
Yeah.
You can definitely have both. Whenever I go to my locals, I always enter both.
I am unfortunately garbage at Ultimate to the point where it's not even fun to play. But you know, maybe the other way it's a little better. I don't know.
Maybe we'll see. I look forward to playing some of the Ultimate players.
Nice.
I think I have some in my projected bracket, so it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, we also have some Norwegian folks such as Martin and MM720, the Lab Master.
The Lab Master.
The Lab Master. Yeah.
Why is he the Lab Master?
I don't know. He plays Sheik, so I'm playing him later, so we'll see.
When I hear Lab Master and Sheik, I just think reaction tech chasing.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know too much why. I don't know the story behind the tag, so. Maybe he has labbed out the reaction tech chase to the point where he just straight up is the Lab Master. That's his tag, not just Lab Master, the Lab Master.
Oh, that was the tag. I thought you were like using that to describe someone else.
No.
Oh.
The tag is the Lab Master.
Oh gosh, that's scary.
Yep.
I don't know if I want to fight that. Especially as a Link, that sounds like a chain grab to death every single stock. Well, I will try to avoid Lab Master.
I will try to take him out early, so the rest of you don't have to. I know he took, I think he took 16 stocks off of Denmark in yesterday's crew battles.
Christ.
It was just King Funk left who was able to clean it up for Denmark, like clean up the last part of Lab Master. But like he really went to work.
Yeah. Okay. No kidding.
So, yep, we got the first wave of singles here underway. Lots of sets going on.
For those of you just joining us, we had some issues with the setup earlier. It was running 20XX and a modded setup. But it looks like we've got a clean Wii here with just UCF. I assume it's booted through Slippy. The 20XX setup had an issue with Yoshi, which happened almost immediately. So we were able to get that setup out of the way.
And now we're into game 1.
Excellent. Real melee has begun. Yeah, so I was saying earlier, as the game started earlier on the 20XX setup, if you're not used to Yoshi's double jump timing, or like Ness's or Mewtwo's or any of those characters, Peach as well, the double jump timings can really mess you up. Oh, probably try to go for a mid shorten.
Yep. Yeah, so I don't know how. I think Tua might be quite a new player, because I know a lot of Danish players, but I don't know Tua very well, so might not be the most experienced in this kind of matchup.
Yeah, and matchup experience for weird characters, weird mid tiers is extremely important. Otherwise, you can just sort of get blown out.
For sure.
Ooh, that was really good.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Very nice from Tua.
Yeah, coverage with the down smash. That shine almost did it. Still was able to follow through with the backup. And of course, Yoshi is gonna love these platforms.
Wow! Wow! What a nice ledge grab from Gong Gong.
So fast.
Just the fair in place.
Yeah, just hard read that approach right there. Coverage was great too. A lot of these soft hits aren't really going to do anything against Yoshi. That's something you got to recognize. And Gong Gong's timing is really good, then you'll get punished really hard for it too if you try to like hit Yoshi with a soft hit. Because outcome the Nair.
She survives that as well.
Oh, just out of range.
Goes for the egg.
I love the egg because whenever like you get trapped in it, like most people will immediately start mashing. But if you like mix your time with the mashing, you can actually throw off the Yoshi for and like have them miss a punish.
Oh.
Because whenever you get hit in the egg, there's no knockback at all.
Yeah. I don't know Yoshi too well. Not very experienced with neither playing as or against Yoshi.
Oh wow, that was really good spacing on the back air against the shield drop. Because Yoshi will all the time be on a platform holding shield, and they're just gonna be waiting for you to hit the shield, so that they can punish you. But if you space well enough around it, then you can actually punish the shield drop, which is very important. Very important thing to look out for.
Gong Gong getting the egg into down smash there to close out game 1. So, what do you think the ban is from Gong Gong here?
I don't know. I would have assumed it would be FD. But yeah, because these are best of 3, right? Pools are best of 3.
I mean, I couldn't imagine they were best of 5, but I'm not actually 100% certain.
I guess the only other one would be, I guess, Dreamland? But still, FT is not a good pick for Yoshi because of the lack of platforms, which are a very key component of Yoshi's play. But I think if you're feeling someone out and you feel like they don't do particularly, or they do particularly well with platforms, and you can use that to your advantage, then going to a place like FD is fine.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think, you know, if she feels that she's getting a lot of leverage from just grounded play, then no reason to ban FD.
That happens a lot with Link as well, where like just due to the way that someone plays, like with their game plan against Link specifically, you can like sort of hard counterpick their playstyle to FD, even though it's not particularly good for Link. Oh wow! Those early forward airs from Yoshi, keeping the opponent grounded, sort of reminds me of like down airs from
unfortunate
down airs from Marth, where you can like follow up with a grab or whatever. So fast. Wow. The reverse of momentum with double jump always throws me off with Yoshi. Oh, very nice, very nice.
Yep. So definitely taking advantage of that situation, and this game feels a little bit more even.
Yeah, maybe the FD counterpick not working out as much as Gongon wanted to.
Or rather just like leaving it open for Tua to counterpick.
Ooh, very nice.
Gongon looking poised to close this out, but well, Tua has been showing some signs of being able to close out stocks.
Yeah, and he's starting to recognize when Yoshi is out of a double jump, which is extremely important. Because if you can keep Yoshi out of double jump and like get it closer to the ledge, then it should be game over, at least for Fox. I mean, for as Fox. Yeah. Ooh, this isn't looking good though. One solid hit and Fox should be dead.
Yep. This
Solid set.
Exact. I was about to say solid play from Gongon there.
Yep, best of 3 for pools. Dang, very exciting.
Nice to have some international gameplay right off the bat with Sweden versus Denmark.
Yeah, we have a pretty solid mix of I know at least Norwegians that came here, very close to the number of Swedes.
It's a fair number at least. It's also nice to see some representation from the very north of Sweden, since we're all the way in the very south.
Yeah.
That's definitely something that we've seen a lot more during the netplay era and post-netplay era, is just seeing more of the northern talent. Because if you went to a Swedish regional or major before, you'd probably see 1, maybe 2 players from the north of Sweden entering, like at best. But I think here we have at least 4 or 5, and we would have had more if Yomis and Abbe were here. Like, they're really coming out in numbers now and have also been doing so well. It's one of the strongest regions in Sweden at this point, with players like Abbe, Abson, Jormis, Muren, Peanuts. It's crazy.
All very, very good players too. Yeah,
for sure. I think NetPlayer really did a lot for that community, because a lot of them don't live near each other to begin with, and they're even further away from the rest of us. So being able to play in all these NetPlay tournaments has brought them closer to the community, and also given them like practice that they didn't really have this they didn't have access to previously.
Yeah, and with so many good players now coming out of the north of Sweden, they're able to get justification for hosting their regional tournaments, like the Northern Clash. Oh, it's a Smash Norway.
Smash Norway. Yay.
Yeah, so it's so Gongon actually recently helped TO a tournament called Northern Clash 3, I think it was.
Yeah, exactly.
And so they're able to like justify hosting these big tournaments out there, because there's like a really good pool of players up there, and they don't have to travel far. And then players from like South Sweden and outside of Sweden can come and experience the talent there, which is very exciting.
Because previously, like whenever they hosted tournaments, some people went up there, but not really due to the competition, but more so if there was prize money or just to see a smaller region. But at this point, there's actually like there's a reason to go there for competitive reasons.
Yeah, it's absolutely worth it now.
And it's like some players that you probably wouldn't even get the chance to play somewhere else.
Sounds like we have another set coming up.
Yeah, I think this is Gul Takt, I feel. I'm not 100% certain of that pronunciation, but
I don't think I know either of these players.
Yeah, no, I don't recognize the second player, but we will see. We'll see. I think this is another third and fourth seed in their pool.
Okay. Keeping it close. I know that they were having issues with the overlay earlier, so I'm not sure if we'll have that updated this time around, but we'll see. If not, we'll just commentate on the characters.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So I think Gotakt is Captain Falcon player.
Okay.
From here in Skåne. He's been doing pretty well. Starting to. I know he emerged like during the Slippy era. Oh, Tails. I don't know Tails. So we'll see. Could be. I don't want to label someone an ultimate player, but could be an ultimate player.
If we don't know who they
I feel like I recognize the tag somewhat because I've been around in ultimate circles a bit, but yeah, I'm even though I mention it, I'm not gonna go there. Like officially.
We could just be really mean and call all players we don't know ultimate players.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so I think the second player here is Gotakt, as mentioned. So we're going to Pokemon Stadium. Oh, Tails is a Samus player.
Those look like legitimate missiles.
Yep.
I would say. So Tails definitely a melee player. Oh. That down air from Samus happens all the time. The Samus from above down air. And it's really easy to get caught by it because the difference between Samus's fast fall and slow fall is so different. So Samus will just be like slowly coming down and then bam, you got a down air. Ooh, trying to cover the down B recovery. Oh, you want to grab the ledge there all the time. Because Samus with tether out and you holding ledge means she cannot reel in and snap to ledge. She has to do that little hop. And so you can hard punish her with it. You literally just react to it. So that's a little tip for y'all that are having trouble with the Samus matchup.
And I think, catches him with the missile there. So I'd say that, you probably, as a Samus, Captain Falcon isn't like your #1 character you'd want to run into, generally speaking. I feel like Captain Falcon has some tools which can be quite rough for a Samus who's not like great at the matchup.
Samus, Falcon is what they call a mid-tier slayer, as well as Sheik. Both of them have really good tools that shut down characters that don't have like really great options. Ooh, really good shield there. I think normally Samus will want to go below the platform there. Falcon's recovery, unfortunately, really hard to deal with versus Samus, but that up tilt somehow missed.
Yeah, but I think messed up the timing just a little bit. Should have waited like a second.
Yeah, just a little bit more.
But keeping it close here, this is pretty much even at this point. Ooh, big knee.
Huge. Yeah, you see how Samus did that little hop there?
Yeah.
You just hold ledge, wait for Samus to do that hop, and punish as you will.
I think in Falcon, like, just such a quick character can easily react to a lot of those things and throw out a kill move.
Ooh, really good recognition for the missile charge shot. Oh, really good.
Ghost out there. Aggressive.
Yeah, that's also something you can do versus other characters, is you can just go out there and hit them. Because there's not much else they can do.
Oh, Gotakt going off here.
Wow, this is really good. Really good.
Yep. Oh, this is huge. So much damage.
You can keep sharking Samus there.
Oh, damn.
Out there.
Decisive.
Dang, okay. So, girl that, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Is He's looking pretty nice right now.
Yeah. I think definitely someone who I think has a lot of potential to improve. So, where would you want to go here as Samus? He's up in the battlefield.
Samus. Oh gosh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Fountain.
Yeah. So I think Fountain might have been the ban from Brutak.
Well, in that case, I would have probably gone Dreamland instead. But I know Falcon is also really heavy, but I think with Falcon's recovery, I don't think that matters too much with trying to get the kill, because you're always going to be killing off the side as Samus here, never off the top. Unless something is seriously wrong.
Tails going for battlefield. Oh.
Oh,
that was
almost
so close.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was the right choice. If you've already started charging by that point, is just try to time it. Ooh, really good nair out of the hit stun.
Oh, wow, just the raw knee.
Yeah.
To close out the stock.
A lot of times you'll see Falcons will jab shield, and then the opponent isn't used to the jab timing. Oh god.
The triple knee or the quadruple, counting them on the shield.
Yeah, that was just gross. But yeah, so like those jabs coming out from Falcon, like they'll do the 2 jabs, and the opponent won't like know the timing or just aren't used to the hit lag. You drop shield, and then you just get a face full of knee. It happens all the time.
I think Gotek is just kind of going off here right now. Just playing very aggressively and throwing out moves that he sees works. Oh, unfortunate.
No. It's rare to see an SD right there from Samus. Not sure what happened.
I think maybe just like went a little deeper than he thought he would, and then panicked.
Yeah.
Threw out the up B.
Missiles.
Battlefield moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Samus is doing a really good job of acting out of hit stun. They need to recognize some situations a little bit faster, though, where they're actionable and can punish.
And the need to close it out.
Wow, a very solid set from. If you're watching this, I'm very sorry, but Groltakt?
Yeah,
something like that.
You know, if you have a tag like that, you have to live with a little bit mispronunciation every now and then.
Yes. So it is your fault, not mine.
Exactly. But yeah, no, really great set from him.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting to see some of the local talent coming out and showing up. But you know, so we've seen some of these 3rd and 4th seeds out here, but I'm looking forward to seeing some top seeds eventually.
I mean, it is round robin, so we're going to see a 1 versus 2 eventually.
But I think they might be holding the top seed matches just a little bit, so that they have a chance to play against the other players first, and then
sort of warm up.
The big finale.
Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense.
So we have some fun pools here. I'm not sure which pool is in which wave, but I know we have one pool which has double Luigi in the form of Saftblandan and MM720. Like the two good Luigis here. I don't know if there are any other Luigis.
That sounds like a slippery fun fest.
Yep, and we have the Fox pool with Pipsqueak and Muren, Priya, Hickson. I think there might have been 1 or 2 more Foxes in there, so
that's pretty funny.
Quick pool.
I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your pool looking like?
My pool, so I had Sharp as my top seed, who's dropping out.
Yeah.
But my second seed was Zeddy, who as mentioned previously, I think he should have been a first seed in one of the pools. So I think not too bothered about Sharp dropping out, because we already have a really heavy hitter. But yeah, so we got Zeddy, we got the Lab Master, and myself, and then we have Ganis, the Yoshi, and one of the Icelandic Ultimate players.
Nice.
So it's going to be a very, very interesting pool.
If you're recently tuning in, we did have a couple of top seed dropouts, like Sharp. Unfortunately, was feeling a little sick, and they didn't want to risk it. Jormus unfortunately had flight issues. And then Abbe, I don't know why he didn't show up.
I'm not 100% certain. Like, I heard word going around that he wasn't showing up. but maybe Abbe will just slide in at the very last second and mess people up.
That sounds like an Abbe kind of move. And who else was there that?
Well, so there were Nintendo was not sure about entering due to hand issues, I believe. But when I spoke with Nintendo earlier, he said that he's gonna try and was gonna see if it worked out. So I'm hoping that it works out, because having someone drop out due to hand issues is just the worst.
Yeah. Yep. Sucks
Really
very
unfortunate.
much.
Like, you know, wanting to play but not being able to.
Take care of your hands, folks, if you can.
For sure.
Give them some stretches when you warm up. Try not to death grip the controller.
How's your pool looking?
I have Poppenmeister, and then some other people. I have no idea. I didn't really look at the rest, so I just looked at the top seed.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I think Popmeister versus Link.
I think I can win that.
I've seen him play that matchup actually. We have there's a guy called Jin in our region who plays quite a lot of Link. Like he's not that active anymore, but a few years ago I remember seeing him versus Popmeister.
Considering how I play usually versus Kingu and Jamie, I think I should have a good chance at coming out.
I'd say so. I think that set's going to be very interesting to tune into, because I think it could.
I wouldn't say it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of projectiles.
Results-wise, it's going to be interesting.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so we got Big M versus Elgi right now. So for those who don't know Big M, he's like probably one of the, I'd say, quite a hidden boss in Sweden overall. He's extremely good, extremely quick fox who he's been power ranked in Sweden before, and actually from Helsingborg.
Oh, we got a local.
Yep, and on the other side we have Elgi, who I believe is from Gothenburg originally, but now lives like in the center of Sweden more so. He plays a lot of characters. He plays Fox. I've seen him play Fox Falco, Captain Falcon, but I think in yesterday's crew battles he was going Falco, and it seems like he's going Falco now as well. So probably sticking to that for now. But I think this could be a close set, because usually Big M would be the higher seed here, but actually Elgi is seeded slightly above, because Big M has been very inactive over the past few years, and when he went to a local not too long ago, he kind of underperformed. So you know, he's got some things to prove results-wise to show that he's still got it. But
maybe also needs to catch up to the meta a little bit too.
But you know, I think he's gonna take names today, because in yesterday's crew battles he went in versus Dady first game, and he beat Dady.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's
like we're talking a guy who has, you know, maybe if he's playing off could lose to some players who are not as good as him, but like on his day, he's a monster. But yeah, starting Yoshi's here. Love that for a Spacey Ditto. Or Ditto, but Spacey.
A lot of shield stops, I noticed. I don't see a lot of Foxes do that these days. Both characters are spacing each other out really well right now.
Yeah, and we haven't spoken a lot about Elgi, but I'd say he's no slouch either. Been power ranked in Gothenburg. Definitely someone who I think can exploit a top player who's playing off, and
or maybe a little out of date too. I can see that. Oh no, the Shy Guys are blocking the lasers, but it didn't matter.
Elgi looking really clean right so far.
Starting to make me think if Elgi cleans this up pretty quick, I'm really wondering like what Big M is going to do for counter pick. Usually this is where Spaceys want to go, and like, generally all the time, unless like your playstyle is dependent on the stage.
Yeah, right now Elgi is just like controlling the flow of the match. About to go 4 stocks to 1 if he's able to clean it up.
Wow, that late nair.
Well, Big M finally gets the kill. It's shaking his head. He knows that this is not going the way he wanted to.
Wow. Was able to beat out Fox's Shine there. Really good recognition of like frame windows from Elgi.
Big M shaking his head.
Wow. The low knockback SDI to the ledge. That's crazy.
Ooh. Hits him with the short up there.
Interesting second side B there. Not sure what that was trying to cover. Solid slide offs from Elgi. Oh, no DI on the up air. Probably.
Well, so only 2 stocks to 1 here.
Yeah, I mean a Shine Spike will even it up right and quick.
Oh. Okay. If Big M gets some momentum here, I'm gonna be scared for Elgi.
Oh, ooh, no jump.
Oh,
That's
look,
crazy.
it's even.
Really interesting to see what happens now. Okay, is this the...
Oh my goodness.
Big M is starting to change up the timings. There's that spot dodge from Elgi. That I think earlier in the match Big M would have hit him at that timing, but really good walk away there from Elgi. Big M staying on the platforms, avoiding the low lasers.
Oh boy. This is so close.
Wow.
And Big M closed it out. Wow.
Insane comeback. Absolutely insane.
That was sick from Big M because he was looking like Elgi was just playing with him at the start of that game. Big M digging deep and finding something to pull it back, but like just methodically switching things up and getting it in the end. I'm very impressed.
I'm thoroughly impressed as well.
You know, very good. Like, I think it's that kind of situation also shows the player's mindset. Like, because we saw him, you know, he was shaking his head, he was unhappy, but not in the way that I'm so bad. Like getting in his own head. It's like, I need to clean this up. I know I can do better.
And Elgi also started playing a little shaky there that last stock. I think the momentum switching directions threw him off.
Going to Fountain here. And also, worth mentioning in this pool is that Abbe was actually the top seed here. So I believe that he's officially dropped out, and that these are I think this is the second and third seed of this pool.
I would imagine with the way they're playing. Oh, missed the hard hit. Wow, the coverage from Big M is incredible right now. Oh, I don't know what that was. Elgi missing some important stuff, like shines out of shields, and I don't know, it just looks like he's playing a little off.
Yep. Might have been a bit shaken up.
Big M trying to SDI that in, didn't get there all the way, but we're even stocks again.
I think that it's also something like just mindset-wise, when you start off a set by messing someone up and you start feeling like, yeah, I can win this, and then they start coming back.
Wonderful back air.
It's not always straightforward to just reset your mindset.
No, yeah, it carries over.
Ooh. Gets clipped by the side B there. Catches the bit down smash.
I'm looking at Big M spacing, and like spacing and timing is super important for Big M. I can tell. Oh no, not the go to top platform. That's the ices.
Oh. Yep. All right, so now Big M up a full stock here, but definitely doable for Elgi.
Wow, that early back air hitting shield has caused this entire stock.
Oh,
No.
Big M maybe a little cocky. I don't know.
No, that should be it.
Yep.
Very nice.
Wow. So yeah, Big M, you know, just needed a little bit of time to get his groove on, but now, like he made Elgi play his game.
Yeah, that was impressive how quickly Big M was able to lock into it.
So, and I think with that set, we can definitely say that Big M, like the Big M of old, is definitely here. It's not some. I don't feel like it's a Buster Big M. I feel like it's the good mindset, good play Big M, who's going to be a force to be reckoned with in brackets.
Yeah, I can definitely see, like you were saying, that I think he's going to take some big names here.
I think he's going to have potentially. He's projected, if he comes out as first seed, he's projected to be playing Popmeister in brackets. I don't know. I think maybe round 2. I don't think round 1. If Popmeister gets there, I think that would be an interesting set. So coming up now, we have Netto Nixon versus Eki.
Ooh, Ganondorf. I know that's Netto Nixon.
Exactly. So Netto Nixon, Stockholm Ganondorf, and Eki is a Captain Falcon from Skåne. A bit of a newer player.
Okay.
Depends on your definition of new. Like I think everyone who started after me is new.
This should be the good Ganondorf versus the bad Ganondorf, or the good Captain Falcon versus the bad Captain Falcon, depending on which way you look at it.
Yep, I think that's a very fair way of seeing it.
There's also people that say Ganondorf is just a better Dr. Mario.
Yeah, I like that. That I can get behind.
Oh no! Yeah. Already.
So Netto Nixon is the 3rd seed in this pool, and Eki the 4th seed. And I think going in, Netto Nixon, someone who's been around a long time in Stockholm, I think he's got a very solid Ganondorf.
Yeah, and you can sort of tell that Eki isn't used to the Ganondorf timings, where like he'll hit your shield and jab, and then like you roll or you spot dodge or something, and then you just get a face full of fist.
Yep, and we see Eki rocking the mint tag, and I'm pretty sure that's a shout out to Mint Green, one of the best players here in Skåne, who wasn't able to come, I believe.
Very unfortunate.
So shout outs to Mint Green. Ooh, that's the knee though.
Okay. Ooh, these down Bs unfortunately catching Eki. I just want to make a note, both of those were not L canceled. Oh no,
wow.
caught by the up B.
I felt like that was so close to not being caught by the up B.
Yeah, I think Eki is just not familiar with this matchup at all, unfortunately.
I believe Eki's playing on the box. I don't know how long he has been playing on the box as well, so I think that might be a factor. I'm not 100% sure how long he's been on it, but
yeah, that could definitely be a big factor on it.
Yeah, I think it's also unfortunate running into Netto Nixon, especially if you're not familiar with, if you're playing on a new box or whatever. Netto Nixon can definitely punish you, and I mean Ganondorf overall is just so good at hitting big and like messing you up if you mess up.
Yep. Yeah. No.
That's gonna be a solid 3-star from Netto Nixon. Yeah, as I mentioned, Netto Nixon has been around a very long time in Stockholm. Very recently got power rank for the very first time. Has been stepping up his game and doing quite well.
I remember last time I played him, he had some really solid stuff, so I can believe it.
And it should also be mentioned that he's one of the people who are TOing a lot in Stockholm, and definitely someone behind the scenes who I think deserves some recognition and praise for his work for the community.
Nice, for the community.
I love that.
All right, Eki's doing a lot more with this space here.
Yep. That just barely gets back there.
That should be knee, yeah. Wow. Wow.
Big.
I can't believe that up air reached. Without a jump, too. It's crazy. Okay. Okay.
Liking this from Eki.
Yeah. Starting to figure out what you need to do versus Ganondorf. Oh. Acting a little bit faster than Ganondorf can act out of lag. really important to recognize where Ganondorf is slow.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate SD. I think because this game is looking a lot closer than game 1.
Uh-huh. I would say, like, with flubs like that, I think you are right in that the box is affecting how he's playing right now.
Wow, the jabs just walling him out.
Without a jump? What?
Wow.
I have no idea where he got lost.
So rough. Yeah, I have no clue. Maybe like he was like a frame before he was hit.
Oh no. Yeah, I think he just got a shark. He can't really like true follow up at that point.
Oh, wow! The up air though, Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
So I think an unfortunate ending for Eki, but was getting his groove on a bit in game 2.
Just had a couple of really unfortunate moments there.
But just like solid play from Netflix, and he did what he had to, and got the W.
Absolutely.
In the end, very nice stuff. I think we've had a good mix of characters so far. We see some Yoshi, some Ganon, some Captain Falcon.
There's another weird character, wasn't there? Samus. Yeah,
Samus, yeah, exactly. I was thinking about what was Tails playing. Yeah, exactly. Love to see that. Love to see a good mix of characters, and
the Spaceys don't. The Spaceys don't.
That's fair. I hope I can play on stream later so we can see some Ice Climbers. I mean, we have Nintendo as well. But considering that we're having a lot of 3rd and 4th seed sets, I think.
We'll probably be hitting the 1 and 2s soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know in this wave we have Pipsqueak and Deity playing.
Ooh, that sounds good.
But yeah, so now we're gonna have a Fox Ditto coming up. It's gonna be Priya, who is a fox here from Skåne, from Malmö, and he's gonna be playing as Hickson, fox from Stockholm.
Hickson is relatively new, right?
Yeah, so Hickson started going to locals, I believe, just last year. And has been, he's a grinder. he loves Melee, and he's always like wanting to improve, just all the time. Always looking for games, always in people's Twitch chats, looking for tips, and someone who I think could have a very high ceiling because he's really showing the drive. Because I think that's an important factor in a lot of. In order to become a good player, it's just like showing the willingness to improve from day 1 and like wanting, just hounding for games.
Yeah, if you really want it, it's going to show in your gameplay.
And he was super excited about being able to play like the really good players, because he doesn't want to play people on his own level. He wants to play better players. he loves getting destroyed by Pipsqueak.
That's great.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I love that. Do we know what color is what? Oh, we got the colors here.
Yeah, so yeah, I think it makes sense. I think Priya is usually the red fox, and I'd also say Priya quite the clear favorite here. He's been around for a long time. He's been one of the best players in Malmö for many years. Yeah, looking definitely the red fox here.
Okay, got a good little punch going. Oh, was in the right spot for it. The back air was a little too slow though. Oh no, height was not enough there. Not sure if he tried to double jump early or something. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Oh no, yeah, that's the classic with Hickson. You ledge dash up, and then you try to do a hit, and then you spot dodge, and then the counterplay comes.
Yep. Oh, Hickson keeping it respectable.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love that reset.
Yeah, that was great.
I think if Hickson is watching Priya's approaches and the approach patterns, he could really turn things around quickly. Oh, really good smash DI, I will say that. And you do pick up on that really quickly if you're getting beat up by top players a lot. So being able to develop that is really important.
Yeah, I think Hickson can also be somewhat of a tech monster in some ways. I know he has some stuff up his sleeves that I heard Dady and Pipsqueak were talking about. Like, not even Dady was saying, not even I can do that.
That's always funny.
Yeah, I mean it's a classic for the new Slippy players.
The Uncle Punchers.
Exactly.
Ooh, wow. Oh, that should have been a wave dash out of shield. Unfortunately.
Oh! Wow, very nice recognition.
One more shine spike. One more shine spike.
Yep, just stay by ledge Hickson. Oh, unfortunate.
The I want the hold towards center stage syndrome. I want to get in. Let me in. And then you get back aired.
Hickson is switching up the color, going from Blue Fox to the vanilla.
I wonder what that means.
Maybe it's like channeling different Fox players in his playstyle, depending on what color he has.
He's pulling out the Pipsqueak now.
Yep.
That makes me wonder who was the Blue Fox.
I don't know. Who plays Blue Fox?
I don't know. Plup is green, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think
Leffen is neutral.
Yeah. What does SFAT play? Does he play red? What does he play?
Maybe it is blue.
Maybe. Because he was the first person I thought of. Not sure. Oh, unfortunate. Messed up, I think, by dropping down there.
Yeah.
Not inputting the side B
quick enough.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, up air. Oh, no. Badly spaced. Momentum was going the wrong way. Very nice.
Wow. I'm impressed by Hickson. He's keeping this a lot closer than I was expecting. But obviously, someone who's playing that much and improving so quickly is going to be a little bit better than you expect every time you see them.
What Hickson needs to start doing is in that position there, run towards the opponent and then like sort of get back out of get up attack spacing and then like see what they did. So you sort of feint an approach and force them to do an option, then you can just react. Not all the time, but it's really good as like a check. Nice short Hickson. Yeah, I think if you're a little too slow there, you'll want to wait for an option from the opponent. Because a lot of times that's what they'll do is they'll immediately approach because they think you're going to try to punish them too late and they can get the hit out first. So you sort of like just gotta wait and then back off. Let them do their approach and you punish.
Ooh, unfortunate for Priya. Because I think overall, I think Priya is just playing very solidly, like doing what he needs to keep his lead. But Hickson slowly but surely creeping up on him.
Now we're in a good percentage range here, where you can get some nasty combos going. Nice Fox. Ooh, really good back there.
Yep, love that shine stall from Priya.
I think in general I want to see more feint approaches from Hickson. He is going in a lot.
Can Hickson bring it down to last stock here, or is Priya going to be able to close it out? Oh wow, nice fade there. Neither player able to close it out right now. Priya.
Nice. Love that.
Down to last stock here. Hickson. Just one back through shine. That's all it takes.
Oh, no. Oh, no! Don't hold in! Don't hold in! That was the hold in syndrome. I went center stage. And tried for the SDI.
Gonna be it. Yeah. So, you know, Priya with the solid 2-0, but Hickson had some moments of brilliance there, I'd say.
Yeah, but it's just, when you're at the ledge and you want to hit the opponent and you go in and they've got the entire stage behind them to wait for you to press the end button and then you die. Then you die.
Yep.
It's heartbreaking, but you gotta be able to squeeze yourself out of those situations more. A lot of times, you can actually just run straight through your opponent and go to center stage with your invincibility. That's something to think about.
Yes, I think Hickson, even though obviously he looked unhappy, I think he should he had some good stuff there that he can look back on.
Oh yeah.
Also a lot of good, I mean, just good footage too. Since he's a bit of an improvement hound, I think.
Watching your own VODs it feels like cheating, honestly.
Yeah.
When you watch yourself and you're able to pick apart all the decisions you make, it's like it feels like cheating how fast you will improve.
Sweet. So let's see. Oh, I think Martin is going up on stage now.
Oh.
So Martin,
one of the staff, right?
Yeah. I think he's helping out running the melee singles here. So Martin is a Norwegian TO and also PR player who. So he used to play Luigi. His original tag was Misfire Martin.
Oh my god.
But he switched from Luigi to Sheik, which he played for a few years. But I think right now he's just playing Captain Falcon.
Interesting. What a development.
Yeah, and I think he's keeping a similar level with all of his characters. I haven't seen much of his Captain Falcon, but like he's not like losing that badly to a lot of players. I think it's quite decent.
Well, if he can keep all three characters at the same level, then that gives him a pretty good counterpick range.
For sure, I think it would be interesting to see him bring out the Sheik potentially, but I don't know how he feels about that. Maybe he's put it on the shelf.
Yeah, I mean I can understand that, but if you do develop a bunch of characters, that's something you can think about.
But on the other side, we have Deity.
Oh no, this is gonna be rough. But I don't know what the power level is between Norway and Sweden.
Well, so, I mean, obviously, Deity, the favorite here, one of the top seeds.
Yeah.
But I don't think Martin should be counted out totally. I think he could take a game. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but no, I think. Should be expected the different Deity to win, but Martin could definitely put up a good fight depending on how this goes. It's been a bit of time since I saw Martin play, so.
Oh, so this is our second Falcon Samus, yeah, that we've seen today. It'll be interesting.
Matchup of the day.
Yeah. I'll see if Martin will recognize those ledge grab situations where you want to always hold the ledge if Samus is tethered, because it gives you a free punish. I really want to see more of that. This should just be rinse and repeat.
Yep.
Falcon very unfortunately afflicted with one of the worst recoveries in the game.
Yeah, and for those who maybe are a bit newer to the scene and don't know much about Deity, Deity has previously been ranked top 10 in all of Europe and been one of the highest power ranked players in Sweden. Famously came in 5th at Air 5, the biggest melee tournament in Europe of all time, beating Professor Pro in winners quarters.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
In a big upset to make it there.
Hold ledge.
Yep.
I'm not sure what to do on that dash attack. Probably just grab if it's not going all the way through. Ooh, I like the idea. I do think people need to go out and hit Samus more.
Deity is just so good at staying alive. Keeping a hold of his stocks. Just so hard to get a kill on.
Yeah, Deity's DI is usually immaculate from what I've seen. That's crazy. How are you surviving that? Oh no. Ooh, really good drift.
Yep.
Slow get up saving from the oh my god. From the hit there. Get up. Oh yeah, that's another thing. You can just hit missiles most of the time. I love that forward throw. I think that was a DI mix-up, but it unfortunately didn't kill.
We see Deity at 208%.
freaking battlefield of all places,
Yeah.
too. Oh, wow. Threading the needle. That's crazy.
Yeah, the up throw for Samus is leading to a lot of really good stuff.
Not sure what that down B was from Martin. I think it was desperation. Okay.
Yep. Nice. Up B neutral, both players laughing.
Love that. Ooh. I love that. Keep it up. Go down there. Grab the ledge, please. Nice. Nice. Oh, no jump. This is important.
Wow. Very nice,
nice.
Martin.
Love
Gets
that.
early kill compared to the last stock. And now even game again.
Yeah, I don't think Martin wants to see 200 Samus ever
Oh,
again.
That's the last time.
Oh, really good drift. Got the edge cancel. Shield is starting to go low. I would maybe back up a bit, let it regenerate. Falcon can sort of like wait out Samus. His knee will go through missiles. It's got a nice spike there.
I think Martin's drift and recovery has been really good. A lot of times Deity's been throwing out moves that just barely miss. Martin getting back a lot of the times due to that.
This little dash dance shield seems to be working really well for Deity to sort of feint out an approach. Wow, that connected. I think that means Martin needs a little bit better drift on for the back airs. It seems like he's like falling. Oh no! Right where it's good for Deity to hit him. Really good timing on the shield. Oh no, air dodge was super unfortunate.
I think something that I think is worth mentioning about Deity as a player is that he's one of the best adapters I've ever seen. I don't know how many times that he's had a close game one or even lost game one to someone who he shouldn't be losing to, and then just absolutely going off in the rest of the set and taking it comfortably. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he adapts and how the rest of the set develops.
Martin's gonna have to be really careful here with the early percent because Samus is always gonna be holding down here. So light hits will usually result in counter hit. Like a strong knee here. Okay. Ooh. Good back air.
Yeah, this could go either way right now.
Oh no, that dash attack. Interesting. Oh wow.
All right. Interesting first game.
Really good first game from both players. I think the momentum started switching in Martin's favor there at the end, actually. So we could see this be a 2-1 set. I'll be interested to see how it plays out.
Yeah. So, yeah, straight to Yoshi's. What do you think? The ban is FD from Deity?
Yeah, it's got to be FD. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Yeah, and Yoshi's makes sense. I think Samus, you just want to kill Samus as early as possible in a lot of...
Yeah, the 200% is probably in the back of his brain.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, going out for it.
Hold ledge. Yes. Didn't get a good enough punish, but like I said, you always want to hold ledge there against a tether character. So you can always react. I don't know if Samus has tether, actually. Okay, now Samus does. Recognizing when you get the mid-air reset is also important, as like the one getting hit, because you can actually just act out of it very, very quickly. Ooh, really good Gallon. Oh, wow. Love that.
Beautiful. I'm not looking very surprised, and Deity with a big grin on his face.
Okay. Hold ledge. No! That would have been death. That would have been the stock. Okay, I'm a little bit at ease now.
Gets the job done. I think Martin is keeping this very, very respectable right now, keeping it a close game.
Ooh. That down air timing was a little bit better, then I think we would have had a really good string going on here. Okay, recognizing when to keep holding shield, which is very important with those wave dash throughs. Sort of reminds me of stuff you'd see with Luigi too, where like he wave dashes through you and then down smashes or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, fun fact about these two players is that they both used to play Luigi.
Oh my god. Alright, shield is regenerating. I would keep jumping around if I were Martine. Oh, that was scary. Wow. Sometimes you just gotta wait a little bit more to get that window open for hitting someone. A lot of times it's just like automatic where you buffer spot dodge after you do a move and then your opponent does the same. But sometimes if you just wait a little bit longer instead of buffering like a spot dodge or whatever, then you'll get a free opening for a move. Lots of footsies here. I think a solid knee or solid backer at the ledge will get Martine this stock.
Ooh.
Okay.
Went for it, almost got it.
Oh no. Interesting. Oh no. Oh, I think that should have been a grab. Oh, really good DI.
Ooh.
No.
Don't want to go out there.
Wow.
That's going to be the stock.
So unfortunate.
Martin down to his last stock here. It's going to be really rough. I think Dady has a lot more. Like he has a few more 150% stocks in him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Martin's gonna have to work really hard to get this over the line, but you know he's been shown that he can go head to head with the Dady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. This is exactly what he needs to do right now. This is the big hits.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh wow.
Oh, that didn't kill.
Unfortunate.
That would have been the clip of the
Yeah.
morning. If that killed. Oh, this should be a rinse and repeat though.
Oh. And Martin is back in it, baby.
Unless, like, you know. Okay. Up till. Oh!
Dady's flubbing.
I don't know what's going on. Oh. Dady's having a little fun with these tilts.
And okay.
Cleans it up.
Yeah, Dady with the 2-0.
No more fun stuff.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty fun set for being the 2 games that went 5 and 6 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they were both very close. They both had like a lot of really important key interactions, and as long as you have those, it's you can make a set really interesting.
You know, I think good showing from Martin. I was impressed.
Yeah.
But as I said previously, I wouldn't be super surprised if he would manage to take a game. And I think if some of those interactions went a bit more his way, he definitely could have had the chance. But Dady also just like very
edge.
Very good player.
Yeah, it's got the edge.
You can't expect someone to just go in and casually take a game off of Dady. And we have the next set coming up right now, and loving this. I think 2 characters we haven't seen so far, because we have Nintendork on the Ice Climbers versus Peanuts on the Marth. And for those who do not know Peanuts is a Marth player from the north of Sweden who has been around for some time, and this guy is good.
I played some doubles with him yesterday. We played another team. I forgot who they were, but it was a lot of fun. But he was playing Fox for that, not Marth.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't think Marth Link is a particularly good team.
So I think worth mentioning with Peanuts is that he's been the best player in the North for a very long time. Well, obviously I wouldn't say anymore due to the rise of Upson and Abbe especially. But during the Netplay era, we did a Swedish Netplay league, and in the second season of that, he was entering a lot, and we had a grinders finals for the people who didn't make like top 8 of the circuit, and he won the entire grinders finals over all the other like grinders who were good but like not top. And so I think it shows that he's definitely up there, because that was stacked. It was a lot of the very best players entering. So I wouldn't be counting him out, but obviously Nintendo just almost kind of a monster with his ice climbers.
Kind of gross what's going on right now, actually. We're at 39% on Dreamland. For the ice climbers, 4 stocks, already taking stock from Marth. Oh, but we've got some strings coming from Marth. Keeping Nana out of the way.
In terms of Nintendo, recently got 9th at Fate 2.
Wow.
I believe super solid showing. Like that's 9th there is extreme.
That's legit.
Yeah, that is. I don't really know what to say. That's just fantastic.
It looks like Peanuts has brought this back to even, basically. Really, really good. Oh, keeping Popo in the air. Very important. We're doing some damage on Nana. Oh no, just missed the timing slightly. Nana will always miss her tech. Just says it by the way. So if you see her falling onto a platform or falling down next to you, you can easy punish. Nice. Oh, just missed the down tilt. Almost was about to hit Nana, but Nana's still out of here. Oh wow, yeah, so if you time your side B to end right whenever you hit special call, you'll be immediately actionable into the ground as ice climbers, so that's something to look out for. You usually want to hit them while they're still in their side B, because you don't want them to be on the ground and actionable. Ooh, I love these down tilts. Down tilts are so good against ice climbers.
Oh yeah, that's honestly the nightmare when playing ice climbers, is just having a Marth who destroys you with the down tilts.
Forward air down tilt.
Yep.
Love that.
Yeah, like honestly, Peanuts is looking really solid here. As I say that,
no jump
a
either.
Big down smash.
Yep.
Gets stock there. Nintendo just so good at using Nana for blizzards and.
It's like a shield. It's like a meat shield.
Oh,
no.
That's unfortunate. Damn. Peanuts with the little SD, but I think he can definitely take that game in the back of his mind and improve on some stuff and realize that he's quite close actually. And Nintendo just so solid.
Oh, I don't know about that dash attack, but it still somehow worked out. Oh, try to do a target switch there. It was really smart if it would have worked, but still the decision was really smart. A lot of times, like you'll go for Nana or whatever, and then you'll switch to hitting Popo because you know Popo's about to approach and try to make you stop hitting Nana.
Peanuts throwing out some of the down Bs here, but worked the first time, but not the second time around.
Nana should be super dead here.
Yep.
Oh, I love that double jump read. Oh, it's so nice.
But that's the worst part about playing against an ice climbers, is that you kill Nana and you feel like, okay, nice, she's out of here, but then the Sopo comes out.
And I know ice climbers will put a lot of time into having a good Sopo.
Nintendo Sopo is kind of nasty, so look forward to seeing that come out full force at some point this set.
I'm not sure if there's a way you can prioritize getting a Nana grab. I don't think there is. I mean, getting a Sopo grab, Popo grab. Just like the way that the hurt box priority works. So like, even if you were to, I think you would just literally have to space it or have Nana not be in the grab range. Otherwise, you would hurt first. Could have been a attack, but maybe not with the cross up. Wow. Love that follow-up.
What?
I can't tell if that was a poke or like drop shield frame one. And it's
Felt like a poke, but I'm not sure.
oh, really good recognition for the up tilt there. I couldn't tell if Popo was out of the animation or if it's just got a really slow ending for side B. Because I know with special moves, there's usually no interruptible as soon as frames. The frames were at the end of a move where you can interrupt it. So I think you just have to wait for a very long time at the end of side B.
I think Nintendo did a good job there of extending his Sopo stock for as long as possible, but not getting a lot of mileage from it. Peanuts just playing quite safe. Yeah, just grab.
Yeah, those dash attacks. I'm
Here
not
we
too
go.
Sure about. Solid. Oh wow! Got the timer on Nana. Now we got to deal with this Sopo.
Charges the F smash.
Yeah, you're gonna up B early there so you don't get hit by it. Because I'm sure that Midgard was timing it for the sweet spot.
Oh, Peanuts.
I'm really liking this.
Yep.
Keeping
Oh,
timers.
F smash. Can he close it out though?
Gonna be side B.
No,
No, you always have to hold ASDI down there. Always hold ASDI down there.
It's clipped again. Ay, 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 ay.
No, no, no.
Peanuts. I want to see a game 3 here. But I think
No ASDI. Is Peanuts not an ASDI?
don't know. Yeah, no, Sopo's doing quite a lot of work. Could still go either way.
Up tilt, up tilt.
Oh,
Wow.
it gets it. Peanuts taking a game. Oh, look at that. Look at him. Wow.
I have no idea why Midgard didn't mash side B there as hard as before.
Yeah, I felt like he could have come back, but
Yeah.
not entirely sure.
Maybe he just wasn't ready for the situation. Maybe he thought he was higher up, and so he just didn't land on the stage.
Yeah, I think the obvious Dreamland ban from Peanuts here.
Really? Dreamland? Not
I,
ending.
maybe not obvious, but I think generally Dreamland. I quite like Dreamland as ice climbers in this matchup. And Peanuts not wanting to go there, but could also just be like the in your mind like Dreamland bad, FD good. That's
Okay,
smart.
yeah. It could also be playstyle dependent
Oh,
too.
for sure. I think.
Oh yeah, they did start Dreamland.
Oh yeah, they did.
So I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, I love that. Great fast fall,
Yeah,
great timing.
Yeah, that's a great point. They started. Huh. Very
Yeah, so I have no idea what's going on.
interesting. Well, here we are.
Oh yeah, there's the target switch there where you look like you're going after Nana and then you try to go for Popo. And it's super good if you can catch them off guard. I think you can just like jump above them. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Love that. Love that separation. Ooh. Try to react to the tech situation, but wow. Ooh. No jump. Interesting going for the down air. Peanuts does not hold down when he should. He's getting knocked into the air at points where it's like just really, really bad to get knocked into the air. And like you would have, you'd be able to like immediately punish if you were holding down.
Yeah, this is looking a little rough for Peanuts at the moment. This Sopo is doing quite a lot of work. needs this kill. Yeah,
There we go. Up air. Up air is so good. Interesting. These dash attacks at low percents they keep on really hurting Peanuts here.
Don't think he wanted the backstep there.
Wow. Love that. Oh no, missed the timing. Wow, wonderful spacing on that forward tilt. Yep.
Denmark.
Not looking good. I'm still trying to figure out what this FD pick was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you know?
Oh no.
Could just be that he has another stage that he really dislikes.
Oh, I love how the up B brought Nana into hitting range. That's really funny. That should be it. Oh, no charge. Wow, love that spacing from Isidore. Nice sending out that random direction here.
Yep, and the back air is gonna be it, but like
It's such a deceiving move too, because it's got like a soft hit sound, but it does so much.
good set.
Yeah, great set, great set.
Really nice seeing Peanuts there, and also like taking a game, solid stuff. I think Peanuts also on potential top 8er here at this event.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing him go up against some of the other talent who are on the verge of that of the top 8 spots.
Yeah, isn't it top 4 in pools all go to winners?
Yes.
In bracket? Yep.
So
lots of sets to be played.
I'd imagine that Peanuts is gonna get second in this pool unless he gets upset by someone and start winners.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh. We got the top seed.
We got Pipsqueak.
Top player, baby. Pipsqueak. Pipsqueak going up against Muren. Muren, which means the wall in Swedish. Muren, another player from the very north of Sweden, and I believe he's from the very north, if I'm not mistaken. I think I overheard someone mentioning that yesterday.
So not like the south, like of the north. You mean
No,
like the north
no,
of
like
the north.
I think like all the way.
All the way. That's up there.
So he's a Fox player, quite a good Fox player, I might add. It's gonna be interesting to see him go up against like, yeah, he got the Nord tag for Norrland. Love to see that. He's another player who started making waves during the net play era. Definitely showing up in a lot of net play brackets and taking some names from some good Swedish players.
I think I've only seen one warm-up today, and that was the very first match when it was on the weird 20XX setup. Everyone else is like ready to rumble.
Yep, they're like, I've already played a few sets in pools, so just good to go. Don't need any kind of hand warm-up.
I will say, Ruin has already done quite a bit of damage on Pipsqueak.
Pipsqueak also bringing out the Fox, because I know that Pipsqueak was considering just playing a lot of Captain Falcon.
Oh yeah, that's the classic for Pipsqueak. Really good SDI up on that jab, able to be actually immediately. The grab right back to you. These shines. Oh, no up smash. I think you're supposed to up smash there, but I don't think Murin recognized that the percent was in up smash range. There we go. Interesting DI. Probably was still holding the direction after the tech, but wow, interesting. I don't know how that ASDI down converted, but it still worked out.
And right now we're looking at a pretty much even game, even in terms of percent. Oh, as I say that, unfortunate SD from Nguyen, but he's looking quite hard here.
Yes, definitely.
So I think Pipsqueak could just easily start running a train on you, I mean, much as he's doing right now. But
it looks like Mirren has some really good punish game, I would say. So like once he gets the opening, then I'd say he can usually get a good chunk of percentage, or maybe even close stocks, with the very low opening ratio. But yeah, Pipsqueak sort of turned it on after Mirren SD'd there.
Little fist bump from Nguyen there.
He's probably teasing him about something that he did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Armada Shine.
Beautiful.
You need to start calling that the Pipsqueak Shine.
Yes.
Because he does that all the time.
One of the greatest executors of that particular move. Going to stadium.
Oh no! Tried to do something with the ledge cancel, but it turned into a grab somehow. Oh, it's Mirren's time to punish.
I think Nguyen maybe wanted a little bit more space.
Very nice.
Yeah, wow. Great first stock.
Yeah, I think if we don't get any SDs here, then wow, love that. Then it could definitely be a 2-1 set.
And I mean, Pipsqueak dropping a game in pools.
That'd be kind of crazy.
With his Fox.
That would
but
be
yeah, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. No. But Nguyen is he's playing well enough to the point where we're even considering that possibility. But oh wow,
insane!
Catches him.
Oh, Pipsqueak tried to SCI that up, but it still wasn't enough to get him out of the reset.
Yep. The Pipsqueak Shine.
Pipsqueak Shine.
Or the Pip Shine.
Pip Shine. Squeak Shine.
Squeak Shine. Shine Squeak.
Shine Squeak? Ooh. I like that.
Oh, wow. Oh, my lord.
No.
He's stacking up the percentage now. Is this going to be a reverse 4-stock?
God.
Or not a reverse, but like just a straight up 4-stock. Without
3-stock
first.
Yeah, 4-stock without the first stock.
He took 4 in a row. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Gotcha.
But I'm not
without losing a stock.
I'm not. My brain isn't turned on enough to be able to put that into words in a way in which we can understand. But yeah, good stuff by Pipsqueak. But Nguyen,
solid
impressed.
Play. Yeah, even though the stock count was that was like one of those times where it's like it was a 2-0. But it was close. But then you also have to specify that it was a 3-stock both times, but it was still close.
2-0, but
if you understand what I mean.
It was close in the mental way.
Yeah.
It felt close.
Yeah. But Pipsqueak just has that edge. Okay. Yeah. So we are done with Wave A pools here. We're going to have about a 30-minute break, and then we'll come back to you. Well, we won't. You'll have new commentators. We're going to be playing in our pools. But we'll be back with some more Melee for you here at Smash Norway and here at Midgard. So, yeah. So I'm going to be Safe State signing off.
Yep, I'm Taros signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in a bit.
Yep. See ya.
Yo, we are back.
We're back. Midgard tournament.
Yes, we got Teros versus Granis. So Yoshi versus Ice Climbers.
Correct.
Not a matchup you see very often, I feel, these days.
No.
Not at all. What? I've had this thought of, and many disagree with me on this, but instead of banning wobbling, you after like 4 pummels, you like deal 300%, something like that.
Yeah. You think Nintendo's gonna watch then be like, yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. All right. So
played.
banning stage. No, not sure who won the rock paper scissors, but we have Cold and Battlefield to choose from.
Yeah. I know Taro said he was looking forward to this, which is usually a scary thing. When one of the mid-tiers is like, I can't wait to play this other mid-tier, that's usually not a good sign for the other mid-tier.
Definitely. Right, going right at it.
Yeah, Fountain. I mean, do you have any idea how this matchup's supposed to go?
No clue at all,
No.
but I feel like I was expecting more of a camping start, but they're going right at it, full aggro.
If I remember correctly, I do think Yoshi is supposed to win this matchup pretty hard.
Okay.
Because you can go in with armor, right? And you can just break up the climbers every time.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So, but that's just from what I think I remember. But I'm pretty sure Yoshi's supposed to beat up the climbers pretty hard.
Right. So, yeah, with the Yoshi shield drop, never attack Yoshi on the platforms. I've learned to playing Rev in Stockholm.
Oh, yeah.
He tells me never do it at all, or at least with Fox. 0 lag, 0 shield stun, no shield stun. It's not even a shield, it's a fucking egg.
It is just an egg, yeah. And it's like one of those things where Yoshi's a character that you can disrespect pretty hard, but you need to know when.
Yeah.
Because if you're disrespecting Yoshi at the wrong spots, you just die.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, I like how Grannis is using platforms here. Even though he's going in, he's not shying away from just sitting at top lat and watching what Teros wants to do. Kind of getting an attack plan before going in. Which I think is generally a good tip for playing against Ices, is have some idea of what you want to do before you just run in. Usually, getting the first hit is that's cool and all, but if you're not getting the second hit afterwards, doesn't really matter that much. Because good Ices will just screw up again, you won't actually be spinning them.
Alright, down B kill on Nana, yeah. But yeah, I feel definitely you really need to have that second hit in mind, especially against Ices. I think Ices is one of the characters where you don't get a lot of leeway while trying to just attack. With other characters, with other matchups, you can get away with it. But
yeah, I mean, if you're playing Ganon or something, you don't need the second attack because your first attack just sends you flying.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think that's also partly why Fox is so good against Ices, is because when you get the shine, you always get the second attack. Right? You barely have to even think about it. You just go in and you run and shine before dash attack, right? It's not too hard.
Right, so dead even right now as we speak, and Teros got the grab into Midgard.
Yeah, the read.
This happens, and that too. Right.
It's funny. These characters are both pretty top tier in terms of down smashers.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Right, so another F smash. Another F smash. And it connects.
See if Thanos can deal with the Sopo again. We do have the king of Sopos in attendance, Mr. Nintendo. Saw him play on stream earlier. I think he won his ball.
Nintendo?
Yeah.
Oh, he came?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, I thought he DQ or weren't supposed to come. Nice.
Okay. It's great. I got the pleasure of commentating him at a fan as well.
All right, yeah, nice.
I love watching Dorks Ices, but last stock. Let's go.
Ices versus Ice Climbers. Starting off with a combo here.
70%.
Fat combo. Oh, JV2?
Oh, nope. He could die for that. Yeah.
Let's stop the
One was going for a forward S spike or something there.
Yeah. Giron is really taking his chance on these F smashes. I think it's. I think they're starting to know this and keep his space.
Yeah. Let's forward there, pop it on. That's what we're talking about, right? Like, he got the first hit with the forward air there, no follow-up.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of got to group the climbers again.
Exactly. So another edge guard.
Looking for kill on Nana.
Oof.
Doesn't get it. Up smash.
F smash again.
This might be it. Let's see if he can get the edge guard. Nice.
And that will be game 1.
I mean, I think slightly sloppy, right? But that's like, you're playing your first game on your pool on stream.
Exactly, yeah.
As someone that also had to do that against the Yoshi, I can tell you it's not easy.
Yeah. No, like, if you don't have a game plan before, or if you're not prepared
just like
to skip thinking about your game plan while you're playing and doing between games or between stocks or whatever, I think it's a huge part of especially tournament play.
Right. Just getting used to playing on stream, right?
Yeah.
Like once you've played like your first game and the nerves are kind of like settling.
Yeah.
And you're getting a little bit more warmed up as well.
You
if you haven't played Melee yet today, it's like
yeah.
I think the game. Right. Oh, this might be a handoff.
You can commentate the ISIS tech skill. I have 0 clue what even happens.
The one thing to know about the IC handoffs is that if they get the grab on the ledge, like right the ledge, it's basically a wobble. It's a guaranteed.
Yeah. I've heard that. So wobbling still exists, kind of, but it's only at like the corners of the stages.
Corner of the stage and also the corner of a platform.
Yeah.
So if you can get like a waveland grab on a platform, that's huge for ICs.
So I feel like I've seen a lot of full hops from Granis here, and he often lands with a nair. As you saw there, I think Terrence started to notice.
Down throw, take chase. Nice.
That's it.
Covering that dodge.
Yeah. Never do that, hero.
Forward smash? Almost hits. I would like to see the forward smash on the platform there, maybe. Like covering anything above ledge. Because Garnis has been going to like side plat a lot when recovering. Like he hasn't been doing the egg down B to ledge. It's mostly been just like up being to a side plat and then shielding. Like this.
Yeah.
Either coming in with an air or just coming in and shielding. Nice. Getting both the climbers. Big up ass.
Yeah, Gran is really using this these shield drops because Teros is just keeps hitting them and he gets free hits.
Yeah.
And I think it's I think I'm starting to see that Granis mixes up between full hopping and nairing into like doing an aerial onto a platform and then shield dropping. Once again,
contesting the platform.
Yeah, even at like infinite percent, it's very hard to even.
Nana took like 60% there for that.
Yeah.
Yup, Nana might just be dead. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. So, small advantage for Kindness here. Looking like it might be a 1-1. Also, interesting that he went back to Fountain.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything on this because I have like no clue. I don't even pay attention to like stages or like counter picks yet at all. So.
It's just it's usually wild to counter pick back to the stage you strike to. It's like it's basically saying restroke to the best stage for me. It's like it's like you're basically saying like if you're playing like a Fox Marth and the Marth gets to strike to FD. Now we have frozen stadium, so you can't strike to FD.
Alright.
But the idea is that like you basically.
So it's just general. It isn't that like a certain character in this matchup is bad on Fountain. It's just that.
It's just wild that as the Yoshi player, you're like, well, if Fountain is your best stage, how did the Ices ever strike to this?
Yeah. Right. So Gran is coming down with an F smash. It's really interesting to note like what Teros is trying to do after him coming down. Unfortunately.
Steals the ledge.
Right, so it's a 1-1.
Zugan is taking his hand to his heart there, probably beating pretty hard. which is good to see. You know, a lot of these pools,
Definitely.
10 a.m. pools, 12 a.m. pools, a lot of people just show up and they're like kind of groggy and they're playing their games out. They know they'll make it out at like the 4th seed or whatever.
Yeah.
Seeing people that are genuinely like invested, and you can tell like their blood is pumping and they're really into it. So sick.
Yeah, this is like one of the bigger reasons why tournaments are so sick, man. Just the nerves, just the adrenaline of just playing someone
For sure.
with stakes. So another down.
Oh, gets an answer to the down smash there. Actually kills Nana.
Right. Infamous Yoshi got grabbed. Having an unjointed hitbox, you could call it.
Dude, I have one complaint about Yoshi. I think Yoshi's kind of cool. I'm not a big fan of armor, but I think generally speaking, Yoshi has like a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
I hate that the Yoshi down B, like the stars that pop out to the side,
Yeah,
are like
I
weird and disjointed they are.
Yeah, and it lasts for so long.
It does.
So you
last
think
for
you can
way too
punish
long.
it? No, you can't punish it. It's the same with like other moves, like Jigglypuff Pound. If you don't know that it lasts for so long, you won't be punishing it at all.
Yeah, but it's also like Yoshi's is so like disjointed. That you do like a down B on a platform, and you'll jump up like to this like not even on the platform, but like next to the platform to try to hop up and like back at him or something, and the stars will like hit you like that.
Yeah.
They've reached basically the entire platform. It's like, why are the stars just so active and so good?
Okay. Once again with the aerials just coming down. Very few, correct me if I'm wrong, very few like short hop jump cancel aerials.
Like aerials. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. I've seen mostly full hops as well.
Yeah. There's Iteros. Assuming the aerial on the shield, just grabbing.
Yeah.
Another.
Up like a whole
there we have it
spike.
again. Comes up with a follow up down there. Iteros once again shielding.
Nice.
Yeah, I think Iteros is starting to notice
I
habits a little bit. And it's also extremely hard to know when you're like, especially like with pressure like this, you're on stream and all. It's very hard to notice your
bad habits.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can tell that Grandis has gotten so used to Terrace attacking a shield that he like preemptively starts shield dropping.
Yeah.
And then Terrace was so ready that he got down smashing up the kill. I do think that's usually what happens in Game 3. It's like whoever's like adapting better usually wins.
Yeah.
Like whoever's like paying attention.
I think that's melee in general. Like if you. Yeah. That's. I think that's just melee in general. The one who adapts better just wins.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you just have like a preconceived. Okay, good shit. Terrace taking 2-1.
Yeah. That was very one-sided last game. So
yeah,
takes Giannis to Game 3 and wins by 3 stops.
Yeah, you can still adapt it. It's good stuff. But yeah, sometimes you just have like a preconceived game plan that's like, it's strong enough that even if they learn it slowly, they're not learning it fast enough, right?
Yeah. I talked to Pipshook about this actually, and he says that when you're learning the game, what you should do is you should only improve that base. Only improve that base so that you don't have to think about adapting going into any game, especially with someone like in a tournament who you've never played before.
Setting up like a framework.
Exactly. So you have like a base, and I think that's I mean, he said that it's like one of the most important things for improving, and I really agree with that because once you realize what you have to adapt to. You could have already just like lost Game 1 because you had no idea before, and if you think about it, just adapting. Game 1, mid-game, you could probably not focus as well. Your reaction time probably not gonna be as good, Yeah,
I mean it's kind of like the Yamada system, right? It's like getting your autopilot to be so good that you can beat everyone with just like not even thinking. Because then once you go against an opponent when you need to think, you're so capable.
Exactly.
Like you have nothing else going on in your mind.
Yeah.
Like watching Yamada, like, because I think there are 2 players that have like, I mean, at least in my mind, the 2 players with like the best autopilot in the world are like Mango and Yamada.
Yeah.
And you see it, like if you watch them like streaming or doing content or anything, they can be reading their chat, right? Their eyes are not even on the monitor. And they're still just like 4-stocking like top 10 players in Euro, top 10 players in NA.
Yeah.
And it's because the fundamentals and their system is so good that they don't need to think. If you're not good enough at like beating them, then like they don't need to.
I think this is like one of the reasons why if like a certain like really good player but not top.
Yeah.
When they take like first game of any like top 100, it could like most likely it doesn't really mean anything because by that time they've already used their base set and they've already started to think about a game 2, what they're gonna adapt to. So it's basically all about just knowing when your opponent has proven they can beat your base tools before you actually like adapt.
Yeah. You also adapt too fast, right? Like if you think, oh, this guy did this once, now I have to instantly beat it.
Exactly.
And it's like, well, has he shown that this is what he does most of the time, or has he just done it once?
Yeah.
Like having enough of a sample set and knowing what to like adapt on is like also very important, right?
Yeah.
So ideally your base should be like optimal, quote unquote, before they like consistently start beating it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. We have Dreamland, and I believe we have a...
You know who that is warming up on the stage?
I feel like I should know.
I haven't asked around. I think that's Peanuts, though. Oh, wait.
No, Peanuts played in their pools.
All right, okay.
Yeah, Peanuts was second seed in their pool with Nintendo.
Okay, so from the back, that guy looks like Peanuts. But, yeah.
Not sure. I did hear Luigi
right
though.
Now, wave 2 of pools. Wave 1 has already happened, already completed. And as you can see, we got ult setups in the background, and to your left you have we have like 16 CRTs or something like that. Really nice, really nice.
Yeah, we got all the Norwegian CSCs.
Yep. All right, so that's not Peanuts. I think that's Peanuts.
Unless Peanuts is playing twice.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's Peanuts. And
also, the Luigi player left the stage, so I guess he just wanted to warm up on Dreamland on stream.
Yeah. All right.
Respect it.
Do I look at the camera? Be like this?
Depends. You can do whatever you want.
While watching like commentators, I'm like, just look at the camera. Like, but now it's like so hard because we have like a screen where we see ourselves and we see the
Usually you would have your screen like behind or like close to the camera.
Yeah.
I so you could sit like straight forward and look like this.
Yeah, that's definitely a play, I think.
But if we do that, we can't see the screen and it's kind of like you have to like side eye all the time.
Yeah.
So you'll have to deal with us looking to the side a lot. We could move the monitor.
Yeah. I'm like.
But then it's like the audio.
All right. Right away here, we got the red line, the fox, and spicy, the sheik. So
it's a spicy name.
Yeah, very spicy. Yeah. So spicy is a fairly new player. I met him at Festa, the Smash camp in in Sweden, and really nice guy.
I think red line might be Norwegian.
Red line. I think I don't really know.
So we played against the Norway crew.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
I feel like I recognize him from there.
Yeah, he's probably Norwegian.
Could be wrong. Could be Swedish.
So fairly even.
Nice. That's a fancy up smash.
That's gotta be
Gets the back air. This should just be a get up from there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Won't even reach, I think.
Okay. Gets the tech trap. I don't think that was intentional, but
that doesn't matter.
No, it does work. Like at that low percent, you can just like up throw the Sheik and kind of hope that she. Well, you can like basically react to like whatever tech she does, or just try to read it.
Yeah.
So if she does roll, if she doesn't roll, then it's kind of like unreactable.
Yeah. Really good roll.
But you can also just you can read 3 out of 4 options and usually recover it every time.
Yeah.
Right. Nice guess that shot.
Edge hogging. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't think it's lame at all.
Yeah.
Especially not in tournament. Alright. The back air. Very, very even. This game one.
I think this might be the matchup that where I'm like the way I theoretically feel like it should be played and the way I practically play it and see it played like differs the most.
Right, because you're a fox, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of theory to me comes down to like, well, you have to like learn to mix up your like tech options. A lot of it is like, well, if I do slide die behind nice. Oh, I would have liked to see it up there.
Yeah, that was a nice extension. Yeah, he could have probably gotten the kill with that.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Barely.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of this matchup does feel like if the Fox is hitting his platform tech chases and his up airs, it's a lot harder for Sheik.
Yeah.
But once you stop doing that, then Sheik just like only has to win neutral like half the time.
Yeah.
And I mean,
drill just decimates any approach option, kind of like you just throw on a drill. She can't dash attack or like running grab.
Oh yeah, like short drill in place.
Exactly.
Or like fading back. Yeah. It's really strong. I mean, it's also Sheik is a character that kind of has to throw out stuff, and Fox is one of the few characters that's fast enough to actually punish it.
Yeah.
So doing like really good dash dances and like dash in, dash out, dash in.
Yeah.
And if she did a forward tilt in the first dash in, then she's in lag now, and you can just jump in with like a nair or down air or something. And she does have to guess a lot.
Yes. For sure. She gets slower. Something I didn't know about until like recently is that Sheik's speed, or like Sheik's speed doesn't like. What would you say in English? It doesn't transform into like speed in the air as well as other characters, basically.
Yeah.
So Sheik is a little nerfed in that way.
Yeah.
All right, so edge guard here for Spicy.
A lot of back airs from Redline.
Yeah,
I get why, because it's like hitting a back air after like an up throw or just like in general, really like
grab.
Simple and it works a lot of the times. But getting the up air against Sheik is just so juicy.
Yeah.
It's like that's your kill confirm, that's your combo, that's your everything.
Great anti-air, up air while on the platform. Really, I mean, for me, really hard habit to get into. Unfortunate upper SD from Redline, but I mean that happens, especially in tournaments when you're all shaky. Right.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I'm liking the speed and I'm liking like the reads and the tech options for Redline on the platforms. But I would love to see moves that aren't nairs, like just doing like hard nair and hard back air, right?
Honestly, right now, this game, I feel like Redline is sort of throwing out moves that are safe, but they are really good when they hit. And Spicy isn't throwing out as much aerials just to like throw a hitbox out. And I think Redline wins neutral a lot by just throwing out more moves safely.
I agree. Yeah.
Than Spicy. I think Spicy should try to just do a little bit more of the safe aerials.
But yeah, see, that's the. I agree that like he's definitely throwing out more moves, but I don't know if he's throwing out more moves that give like big rewards.
Yeah, maybe not. But at least how I see right now in this game, I feel like it's been like way more rewarding for Redline because he's been doing it more.
Oh, I mean he's just winning neutral like every time. Yeah, for sure. I mean this should just be it.
Yep, that's it.
Right.
That's
2-0.
Relatively quick 2-0 for Redline.
I will say, you said Spicy was like a very new player, right?
Yeah, I think he's been playing for like 2 years, something like that. Yeah, he was really good when I played him. I mean, I've been playing for 1 year, but he was
Same.
like beating
like about 1 year,
yeah,
and a half years. But yeah, good stuff to him. I think if you're like a relatively new player, if you play on stream, you're gonna be nervous, right?
Yeah,
you're probably not gonna be playing at your peak.
Definitely. But so I feel like it's definitely a skill to like translate that like anxiety or like your stress into like just from your emotions into like focusing more on the game.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely like a skill or something that just comes natural for someone or for somebody. But it's really kind of annoying because it's very, very different, and it's not like it's not like you can't really like impact it really that much.
Yeah, I think there's some ways you can practice it, right? I think playing money matches has like historically been the go-to way.
Definitely, I think crew battles too. Definitely.
Crew battles, yeah.
Because you have eyes on your game, right? You have eyes on you, so you know that.
Just finding a way to add stakes to your game does a lot for like getting to practice that mentality of like I really don't want to lose.
Definitely. But I think that's thinking like I don't want to lose. I think that's a bad mentality. Or that's at least my take here. Like, because it's more like you don't want to do badly. You don't want to perform badly. But also, if you think that out loud, it's probably just gonna echo in your head, and it's gonna get to you. At least that's how I feel about it. So, I feel like if you don't really,
well, you also have to confront that. If that's how if you actually don't want to lose, it's not like those feelings will go away. I think there's two ways to approach it, right? Like one of it is like trying to focus on something else. Another one is just confronting it and being like, well, I don't want to lose right now. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to lose in this spot. I'm probably going to lose like at least like 50% of the time.
Yeah.
And just kind of like resonating with those feelings and be like, okay, that's fair. But I will probably also do better if I'm able to kind of, come to terms with this feeling of like not wanting to lose.
Yeah. For sure. So I was thinking of moving the monitor to the camera, but I think I mean, here this is in frame, so the monitor would just be in the way.
It's probably going to be in frame.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to deal with us looking to the side.
Yeah.
You'll probably be okay. Let's see, who do we have here?
Right. So this is
this is the Luigi player that was warming up before.
Yes, and that's Björre. Taco Power. Yeah, it's so Björre, local scene, Stockholm scene.
From Stockholm?
Yeah, Stockholm. So plays a young Link, goes for very, very high risk down airs, which is like kind of like a staple move for Björre. And as I started playing this game, I played with Björre a lot. I remember him chain grabbing me because I didn't know I could just get out by spot dodging.
Oh.
And he didn't tell me about it for like multiple games. That was kind of grinding me. But yeah.
No, I mean, you have to do that if you're a mid-tier player.
Yeah. So Björre, I think, played for like, I think he played casually for like, or like 2 years ago, came back, now he's like, try harder.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I'm really sad the Norwegian youngling player didn't make it here. Niklas?
Right, Niklas, yeah.
That guy is insane.
I know.
I've played that guy on unranked a couple times. It did not go well. I found a lot of, I had just like a lot of newfound respect for Young Link as a character. I was like, well, maybe this character has some stuff.
Yeah. Young Link is like, he has like a bunch of cheese, kind of, you don't know what he does at all. But then, when it becomes like easier to deal with, you start at least in my case, and also I've been playing him a lot, but once you learn how to deal with the Young Links, like annoying stuff, you get like more respect for the character.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Alright, so down throw.
I mean, I think that's just like nice. It's gonna kill that. Edge guard.
Hold the bomb.
Oh,
what's happening?
Reads the misfire but doesn't get the follow up.
Do you think he read the misfire?
Yeah, for sure.
Down air. Edge guard.
He saw the hidden frames.
Nice. Right, so that's even stocks.
Yeah.
With the light shield, the light shield on the platform. Up smash.
I mean, both of these characters are characters where, like, as you were saying, like, once you get past the gimmicks, you kind of start respecting them more.
Exactly, yeah.
And I think that's like the life as a mid-tier player, right?
Exactly.
You have to force the enemy to show that they know what your character does.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I mean, that's kind of like reasonable. Like, if your opponent doesn't know the DI your move, why should you stop doing it?
Yeah. I think it's the same for like anything in Melee, honestly. Yeah. Like you get completely destroyed by Mart F smash on unranked. You should just bite it through or whatever, if that's a correct term in English.
Like learn to dash up shield and then wave dash up smash.
Like there's always counterplay.
Yeah.
You should never like be pissed about something, especially if they're spamming. Because then you just get a repetitive opportunity to just practice that certain situation. So MM720. Do I just call him MM?
Well, we can try MM720. It is a little bit of a mouthful, but
MM720. MM720. 7
Or just Luigi.
Luigi.
Yeah, up 2 stocks to 1. I think he might. I think he's the
2 stocks.
second or third seed of the pool. Nice.
That would be game 1.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's seeded fairly high in this pool.
Okay.
So do you remember seeing the name?
I don't. I remember seeing the name, but not on like. I've not really been checking seeding and stuff. I've only checked my pool.
Did you make a lot of pools?
Yeah, I did. So
nice.
one guy DQ'd, and the other were like they don't play melee.
Oh,
really? Or I mean, that's how it felt at least. Maybe I'm really toxic right now. And he's been playing for like 8 years, just not try hard. Right. So they're going. Seems like they're going Pokemon for game 2.
Yep.
Yuri pulls a bomb immediately. Gets 18, 23. Boomerang. You're doing a good job with the spacing now with the projectiles.
There's another one of those matchups where like I don't know how this is supposed to go.
Yeah. You just have to.
I mean,
I think you just have to pick out really small stuff.
Yeah.
When you're not like a fucking top player who knows like every single aspect of the game.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think top players know how this matchup goes either.
No, but like if you have a general like I think it varies. Like some top players have like really just good base understanding of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
They have like a general consensus of like what actually to do in this matchup.
If you're like an old school player, you also just know more about these like mid tiers that used to be more prevalent, right?
Yeah.
Or if you're from Austria, you just know everything that Luigi does. Because you have Jarride and he was gonna beat your ass if you don't.
Yeah. So try to go for the double jump read, didn't connect.
Nice shoot up there as well.
Right, Björk gets back once again.
Yep.
Continuing with these projectiles, gets the F tilt.
I wonder what kind of tools Luigi has to kind of break the projectiles as he's going in.
Sorry, what was
like if you're going in as Fox, for example, right? You can just short hop nair in and you can beat the boomerang. You can beat most of Link's projectiles.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think shining boomerang is legit viable because they get like I don't know how much percent, but like a ridiculous amount of percent, and you're in less lag than the young Link is.
Yeah, I mean it's also just like kind of a situation similar to Samus, right? Where if you jump in with a nair, you beat the missile and you can hit the Samus still. But I don't know what move Luigi can really like throw out to beat the projectiles as he's going in.
Yeah.
Because they're all very committal.
I think perhaps maybe just going in. Like I mean, I'm just doing guesses at this point. Like
it's just like in my mind, right? Like I feel like young Link probably controls the ground pretty well against Luigi. Because he can't like wave dash in so easily if there's like a boomerang and a bomb in his face. And yeah, I mean, this is very even, if not in favor of the young Link here.
Yeah, I think MM just having a little bit of trouble figuring out what to do about this like bomb and boomerang spike. That clanked. I think I wonder if that's an actual strat now.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah. With the down B.
Yeah, because Luigi is, he's famous for moving, the classic sayings like a rook. Like he goes very much like very fast to the side, very fast upwards and downwards, but he's not great at going like diagonally.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if you can control the ground, you can only really approach him like straight above you or straight below you.
I really enjoy just looking at the Björn moving around on platforms and putting bombs. He usually doesn't play with like this when I play him, but I think it's you start to see the appeal of young Link when he's like zoning out, kind of.
Yeah. Nice up there. It's good kill.
That's it so far. Getting some extra percent before eventually probably dying.
Yeah, I don't know. It does look really hard for Luigi to get in. Nice. Gets it down there on the shield. I think that's a shield poke.
I don't.
Other than I hit a guard shield, but yeah, I think if Jungling just like makes sure not to scrap, Luigi getting in is really difficult.
I think Bear's doing a good job against MM, just trying to zone out and get some good percent. Because MM's is, I think he has to though to go in because to cover the that he can spam, but he's having a lot of trouble it seems like.
For sure. I mean, when your main approach tool is wave dash, and has a bomb in your face, like
exactly, yeah.
What do you do? Nice. Goes for the wave dash grab there. Times it in between the.
I'm not sure if I can swear or not. I don't know if there's any like rules on that. But
well, the Norwegian stream, I'm sure that.
Yeah, I'm sure no one really cares.
Martin. Martin, can we swear on stream? Can we swear on the Norwegian stream? Can we swear on the Norwegian stream? Okay.
Oh, come on, man.
Confirmation from the Norwegians. We cannot swear on their stream.
Swearing is illegal in Norway, confirmed. And yeah, I'm kind of annoyed that this is streamed on Smash Norway because this is I mean this is in Sweden.
It is in Sweden.
Yes, and I think probably we just maybe kind of I've not been involved, but we maybe just don't have the login for the Smash Sweden account. I don't know. But at least it's in the north, and it's a very northly Nordic themed here with the title of the tournament.
Yeah,
Midgard.
I mean, the entire point of Midgard was really just to get all the different Nordic players to come to one event. Like post-COVID, there hasn't been a lot of like Nordic majors. And yeah, I mean, I think we succeeded. I see, 200 people around us, so
yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, but I've been having a blast so far. It's been really fun just playing other people like around the world.
I mean, this venue, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, this is the dream. This is really just the dream. Just an open space, bunch of tables, bunch of TVs.
Have you seen the second floor?
No, wait, there's a second floor.
Dude.
I mean, I haven't.
Okay, so
downstairs or upstairs?
Upstairs.
Is it even more crazy?
It's so good. They've got racing sims, ping pong tables, a chess tournament.
Oh, so that's where the chess tournament and ping pong.
Wait,
when's ping pong? When's ping pong?
I don't know when ping pong is, but it's sometime today.
I want to play ping pong.
Dude, do you want to do some ping pong friendlies after this?
Yeah, friendlies. Yeah, let's fucking go.
I'm so down.
Yeah, I remember playing ping pong back in school. Just I mean, back in school.
Yeah.
I'm still in school, but not what would you call it? Elementary, I think.
Yeah, like primary school.
Yeah. I bought this I didn't buy this, but it was like such an expensive racket. It was like for literally professionals.
Oh, same.
Right, yeah. So, but I was begging my
parents.
parents.
Get beat up when we go play friendlies.
No, I don't have it with me. But I just begged my parents for it.
Oh, nice.
For so long, and I don't know why they bought it, but guess I'm just spoiled. But yeah, I mean,
Nordic life.
That
spoiled.
one, it has some power, some mega power.
But yeah, no, like, if you're not here, if you're watching the stream, first of all, thank you for watching, thank you for coming and watching these amazing men. Oh, dude, Nano, okay, this guy's sick. But just to cap off what I was saying, this event is awesome. This venue is probably the best venue I've been to in all of like Nordic countries. Having been to Valhalla, obviously in Denmark, having been to Phoenix Blue, having been to a bunch of these events, this venue is so sick. I want to host all of our tournaments here because it's so close to Denmark as well.
Yeah.
If you're not here for this event, come back next year.
Yeah, definitely.
I promise you're not going to regret it.
It's really nice, really nice.
Okay, Nano, this guy.
Alright, so we have Splorfy and Nano. You know anything about these guys?
Yes. Nano is a Fox player from Malmo.
Alright.
And he is so sick. He is probably like my favorite Swedish Fox.
Oh, okay.
He's not like at like a mega top level. He's not like a Pipsqueak percent level. He's like around my level, maybe slightly better.
Okay, I see.
But he's so cool. The way he plays is just mega sick. Played a bunch against him on net play, played some friendlies with him yesterday as well.
Alright, so Yoshis. Yep. We're going Yoshis, and let's see if Nano...
Fox Ices.
Oh, yeah. You know anything about Splarfy? You know...
I don't actually.
Alright. But seems like Nano's tech skill is
Nano is fast.
above average.
He is very he likes to shine a lot. Goes for like a lot of like double shines.
Yeah, I think speed against ice climbers is like yeah, it's like
the best attribute.
You earn way more from just playing fast against ices than like most characters.
We were talking about the getting the 2 hits thing earlier.
Yeah, I don't really remember what you meant by that, but yeah.
If you're just really fast in this matchup, you can get like 2 to 3 hits every time you go in. Like you hit the shine, you go in, you get another shine, you get another smash, you get like a down tilt backhand, edge guard nano, whatever.
Yeah.
And the climbers just die so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you that's That's the thing. If you're playing against a player like Nano and you're just slightly nervous and you don't have all your tech skill down, he's gonna pressure you so much. Yeah. It's gonna be so hard to find that rhythm. Nice, it should just be a hand force smash. Yep, there you go.
So Nano repping Eld. You know what Eld is? Is Eld in Danish? Is Eld in Danish a word?
I have no idea.
Eld in Swedish is fire.
Ah.
So it should probably, yeah,
so
upbeat reference.
Repping the fire. The Fire Nation. What's this here? Nice, gets back.
Oh, that was an interesting attempt.
I'm not sure if I'm loving Yoshi's against Fox.
I have no clue, and I hate making assumptions. When I myself, I know I'm like very inexperienced, but yeah.
I think you need more space as Ices. Like you're just gonna get like the issue is that once you start getting run over and the Fox gets momentum, this matchup is really difficult. And Yoshi's just gives Fox all the tools to like. Not only does he have like a great top platform to go to, he also just has there's so little space to work with that you get hit by one shine, you're off stage. Nice. I think you should just go for Popo here. Yep. Okay, nice. Crouch cancels the side B and just up smashes over.
So I feel like I'm not gonna say it looks one-sided, but was that like a double phantom drill? It looked like it.
Oh, I'm not sure.
But yeah, I feel like Nano's kind of starting to, or I mean, I don't know how, but it feels like Nano got this in some way. Let's see. I mean, we will know in short in game 2. But
okay, that's another like a Nano trait. He has this thing where like he kind of has like Falcon syndrome. You know how like a lot of Falcons just go off. Nice, gets up smash. Like a lot of Falcon players will like immediately go for the knee the second they get someone off stage. Yeah. Or like run off, like up air or whatever. Yeah. He does that with Fox, and he like goes for the offstage shine spike a lot.
Yeah. It could be very hard to know when it's actually safe. But
yeah, I mean he dies for it as well.
Yeah, but it's yeah.
But it's scary to play against.
Yeah, it's really scary. You really need to know what you're doing to not die.
Yeah, and if you have a bad habit, right?
That kind of goes without saying, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
so,
I could tell Dreamland. Yeah. I think this is a much better stage for Ices. Obviously the counter pick here.
Okay.
Nice. Oh, nice handle. Take chase with it. That's a really good sequence of bluffing. Like getting the handoff and getting the take chase with the dash attack. It's like, also recovering there.
Yeah.
Nice. Doesn't kill. It gets nano. This should just be a quick cleanup. Obviously, Smarty looking for percent here. Nice.
Now I'm starting a laser.
Yeah. I think
first lasers, I think.
Yeah, but I mean that's Dreamland, right? Like if you're playing Fox and the opponent decides to go Dreamland, if you're not taking advantage of like all the space you have all of a sudden,
I think lasers is very underused.
That's also true. Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of situations where you can just laser once and you get a little bit of de-scaling too, so it adds to the value of it. But
I mean, Dreamland's also just so big, right? Like there's a lot of matchups. Like, I really like playing Dreamland against Marth.
Yeah.
Because you just get to run away and laser. And Marth has to approach. It's like they can hide anywhere.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get the back air.
Yeah, this feels very one-sided, even though it's pretty even, like, throughout the game. Or, like, I think Nano always kind of has the lead, really, but it's only one stock. But I just feel like he's really confident in this in this set here.
Definitely keeping the pace on. I mean, part of it is that
that's a late nair. Positive. I don't know positive, but
I don't think Ices can do anything out of shield other than grab. So I think Nair shot there probably just unpunishable.
Ooh, it's dancing. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I like
whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's not. It's slightly BM, but at the same time, it's
no,
like
no, no.
the Dices have to approach, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you're sitting on side plat and not approaching. It's like, well, I'm not more than a stock,
yeah, exactly,
right?
yeah.
Like it's up to you to decide to approach.
Like there's an 8-minute timer.
Yeah.
And it's there.
Yeah.
You can use it. It's not illegal. It's just like just a little bit more boring, you know, and it takes a little more time. But I mean,
it's good to remind your opponent sometimes that it's like, hey.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes. I'm ready to be here for 8 minutes.
It's like if I'm ahead, you need to approach me, or you're never gonna win the game. Like.
Yeah.
So Nano's been trying to go for like the high back air on dash guards and like getting down in time to crouch cancel the side B. But he's getting down just a little bit too late. It's happened like twice in a row now, where like he can't quite get the crouch cancel and he like gets hit by the side B.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice for the tech chase, doesn't get it. Nice.
Alright, so we got the late nair again on the shield. I think actually in the exact same spot too.
Yeah. And just a quick like dash turn on back end.
Yeah. Nano's really trying to keep his spacing now on platforms, realizing Sparfy doesn't really do a good job of covering platforms right now.
Not going for the tech chase down smash. I think that might be, as you mentioned, right? It feels like Nano's kind of in control the entire time.
Yeah, I think it's like in a certain range, Nano can just be completely random.
No, I agree. I think part of that is that like Sparfy's never looked super scary, right?
Yeah,
it's never been like you're off stage, you're always gonna die, or like kill you at 70%.
There's nothing really that's like really threatening. So Nano's just not really.
Doesn't have to respect it.
Yeah, he doesn't really.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if he really focused on it, he could probably like take this game pretty like one-sidedly. But I mean, I think he's realizing that there's really no threat of a kill.
We'll play one now.
Yeah, we'll play.
I mean, Sparfy, you could tell he was messing up some stuff. Messing up some edge guard he normally gets probably in friendlies, right? That's just like, that's how it is to play in tournament. But that's how it is. Let's see who we have coming up. Obviously, Pup might
Any gamers want a game on the stage, on the big stage?
Yeah. We have the Malmö crew behind us. You can just barely see.
Yeah, I want to see if we can maybe move it like on the chair there. I think that would be nicer. Yo, could we move this onto like the chair there? Yeah, because I think it would be more natural to just like look up at the camera, look down a little bit, because now it's like back and forth.
We are looking to the side a little bit.
Yeah, a lot. It's really hard.
There you go.
But like, could you maybe do it on the chair there, so be like so it's like closer to the camera? Yeah. I'm thinking like yeah. I think that's really nice. Yeah. And maybe move. Oh, okay. The tripod. Yeah. No, but this is really nice. This is way better.
This works.
Oh, I'm in mood for some melee. I think I'm gonna ask someone else if they want to commentate at this game. I'm melee. Melee sick. Melee's a nice game.
That's a pretty good game. Yeah. 20 years later, people are still playing it.
Yeah. All right. So fight Milk Zeddy and the Lab Master.
Dude. Okay, this is just.
So stock icons not updated, but Zeddy is Falcon and the Lab Master is.
Zeddy, another Malmö player, and really, really good Falcon. Like.
Yeah, I played him. I played him just a couple of minutes, or like 30 minutes ago, or like before jumping on the commentary. And I mean, yeah, he has his like mix-ups and the speed, right?
Yeah.
I think that's his main strength. So. Or like at least that's what I took note of when I played him.
I mean, if you want to get good Falcon practice in Europe, there aren't a lot of better candidates, right? Like,
and I think he doesn't tech chase either. I don't think he does reaction tech chase. I'm pretty sure.
He does sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, he could. I mean, I'm not critiquing him or anything, but I think it's interesting. Like he's so good, but
he doesn't need it. That's for sure. Yeah. And the Lab Master. I played against this guy in crew yesterday.
Yeah. We played in the same crew, right?
Yeah. And he beat both of us up.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty hard.
Took no stock. Did you take a stock?
I took a stock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're better than me.
Oh no. It was rough.
Yeah. I feel like the Lab Master plays so like, I don't know how to describe it, but he like takes his time and he full ups a lot. Onto like platforms or like not on platforms, and
he plays around platforms.
I wonder how he's playing now. How he's gonna play this stuff.
I mean, he's doing really well.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. I had not seen him before, and I was talking to King Funk, who also like did not immediately recognize
King
him.
Funk's here.
King Funk's here. Yeah, he's on a crew. He's the Falcon player.
Wait, that's a modder, right?
King Funk is OG Danish player TO.
TO. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's someone I'm mixing with, but
that's fine. But yeah, no. King Funk's like one of the more like OG European players. We didn't recognize him either, but obviously because he was super good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this man might be a little bit underseeded.
You think so? Yeah, I mean, I think so too. Like I played him, and he seemed like very, very good, and I didn't know if I was just bad, because I mean, I feel like I should have heard of this guy, because I mean, he's beating Zeddy right now, and he's considered to be very, very good. So
yeah, I think Zeddy is
last stock here for both on the Battlefield game in 1. Let's see how it turns out.
Zeddy being like second or best in Malmö, right? It's like between him and Safmanan.
Yeah,
I'd say pretty like definitively by now.
Yeah.
And both just really, really solid players. And
very, very even now in percents too. Now,
yeah.
Zeddy keeps throwing out these nairs, like about where the Lab Master is, and
the regrab.
Yeah.
So sick.
I don't know if that's like a bad habit, because Falcon is so fast, right? It doesn't really matter in a lot of cases when you like throw out an air. You can just dash back so fast.
Goes for the read on the second place with the full tilt. Gets the back air. Should be a Midgard. Takes
That's it for game 1.
That's
the Lab Master takes it.
I
think this would be considered as an upset if he wins.
That's what I'm checking right now.
Yeah. Let's see how we see that.
Let's see if Millie's
Dreamland game 2. There we see the Nair again. Right where it is. I wonder if that will come to bite him in the ass later in the set.
Yeah. He just has like his defensive play is
I was about
so
to say.
good, and it feels so refined.
But it feels so weird to play against, kind of, because you feel like you have stuff against it, but you really don't. You just have to learn new stuff.
Yeah, I felt like my stocks just disappeared, man. I was like,
I
felt like I was doing good. I understood the matchup.
Yeah.
I was playing it the correct way, and I was just like, oh, I just have one stock left.
He just plays in a way where your hits doesn't really matter.
Yeah, like.
But that's how it feels.
He's so good at like taking fights where he's not gonna get hit very hard, and it's not like very comboable.
Yeah. His risk reward is I mean, it was way better playing against us at least. That's for sure.
He was beating us up a little bit for sure.
Alright, chicken is eating.
Yeah.
Okay. So still pretty even. But it seems like the Lab Master definitely has the upper hand. And you saw that in the later part of the game 1.
He's the third seed of the pool, and Zeddy's the second seed. So.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, definitely seeded not to win.
Yeah, well, I mean, Sharp was Sharp was supposed to come, so you could say Lab Master would be second seed, and Zeddy's number 1 seed. So
yeah. Whoever wins this is going to be first seed of the pool, which is massive.
Yeah.
Because obviously, first seeds play second seeds of other pools.
Yeah.
And you really want to dodge that first seed as well as other pools, because the first seed players, that means you get to dodge people like, if you don't want to play against Pipsqueak, you should probably get first seed.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a massive game and a massive upset if Labmaster can do it.
Once again, you really see that Labmaster really gets these conversions of his hits a lot more than Zeddy, and the risk reward gaming the Labmaster has is.
He is the Lab Master.
Yeah, exactly. He's the Lab Master. He's probably labbed out a bunch of stuff. I mean, that's his name.
Yeah.
You gotta assume that.
Yeah. Zeddy's finally getting some stuff started here.
Oof.
But, I mean, this is what I'm used to seeing Zeddy do all the time, right?
Yeah,
the fact that
just getting warmed up.
He's getting warmed up, but the fact that he hasn't, been doing this the entire set just speaks to how good Labmaster is at, the defensive game. He's not letting Zeddy get those juicy openings at any point.
Like, sometimes you forget how fast this game could be, and you just speed up and you're like, whoa, wait, I can move that fast? And I feel like Zeddy's getting to that point right now.
Yeah.
Or at least, I think last stock or that stock.
But this might be it. Back air. If you're a Labmaster.
Oh, he gets back.
Down throw forward air.
Oh,
gets it anyway.
That will be it. So the Labmaster. Yeah, the Labmaster takes that.
Very impressive.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask someone if they want to commentate.
Sure.
This is very tiring.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be tiring. I'll ask around.
Yeah.
And,
maybe Quiz, are
leave
you
for a
done with
little
your pool? Are you done with your pool?
Hey, you want to commentate?
Sick. All right. Well.
What's your time?
Quiz.
Quiz.
Yeah.
Like just a quiz. Yeah. Just okay.
Yeah. All right. Welcome.
What's
to the commentary booth.
Oh, this is so professional. What the fuck?
Yeah. We've got a monitor and a chair. Dude, the camera, the lighting.
What else do we need? Like, nothing, of course. So what's this next matchup?
Next match is... Dude, we're just getting all this going to people on stream. I love this. This is Safplanon. Very, very good Luigi player.
Oh.
Plays on bots. He is top 2 in Skåne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is all alien to me, coming from Iceland, of course. This is like...
Yeah.
I've never been here.
First event.
Yeah, first event outside of Iceland. But then again, we don't have Melee really.
Yeah.
This is like... This is like heaven to me, kind of. This is like...
Yeah.
I'm a kid at a candy store here. Like, come on.
Yeah. You enjoyed day 1?
Huh.
You enjoyed day 1?
Yeah, of course.
The
I played
screaming, the
so
yelling?
many. Yeah, I played like 50,000 games with you.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
No, I mean,
are they doing button checks or?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they haven't been hitting each other. Okay.
Are they... Okay. So, controller versus box.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of boxes here. Is this like an EU thing? I haven't seen it. This is not like an EU.
Europe is definitely picking up on boxes, for sure. A lot of box users are, starting to pop up. Now that you can start making them yourselves a lot easier, there's a bunch of resources out there for getting started with it.
Yeah, you can never really get that nice from that without paying 25% in taxes just to the parts and the shipping and all that.
Yeah.
Sucks, man. But consistency with boxes must be way better overall when it comes to controllers, you know?
There's some stuff for sure. I mean, the entire box versus controller argument is already a muddied enough pile that adding
but I
on to
haven't
it's a mess. But
in Europe, it isn't that much of a difference, right? You don't see people ban box in Europe compared to America. They're more purists that want just GameCube, we're good.
There's some purists.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a Gammon, man.
So, this is seed 1, seed 2 of the board.
Oh, okay, so this is actually the top match.
Yes. Safplanon has beaten Telman previously. So he's definitely, I don't know if he's favored. He's Safplanon is C2, Telman C1 in the pool.
This seems pretty even as right now. Oh, but I love seeing Ganon, and this is like just picks I don't normally see. I just love this kind of stuff.
Talman's definitely one of the premier Ganons in Europe, and Safplanan is, I mean, it's him and Jariden, right? Both very, very good Legion players.
It's just like I've never really seen too many top Ganon players in the world. But again, I'm kind of new to this. So.
Yeah, I'd say Talman and a shout out to Kiko or Kikoman, who's a Danish/Swedish Ganon player.
Yeah.
He is ridiculous. He's absurd.
I love to see those.
If you ever want to watch some good melee, I know he streams sometimes.
Yeah.
Definitely check out Kikoman. You're gonna be impressed, is my guess. Yeah, pretty even game one.
Yeah.
I know. I was speaking to Safplanan about this match a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
He has a really good bracket if he can just win this match. This match is actually fairly important for this tournament.
Yeah, makes sense. It's DC2, right?
Yeah, but
So
part of it is the fact that the winner of this pool is scheduled to end up playing against Nintendo, who's an Ices player.
Yeah.
And Luigi does very well against Ices. So even though Nintendo is like a very, very strong player, if Safplanan can just get seed 1 here and get that bracket and get one of his, I mean, probably one of the better matchups as Luigi, that's a good path to sub 8 for him.
Yeah, but then again, what if, like, let's say Talman would win and go against Ices? Then, like, what is that matchup like? I've never seen that before.
So there's this thing where I think Ganon Ices is a matchup that people are like very polarized on. Some people say, well, Ganon can hit really hard, so he can like punch Nana and she just dies. But I've heard from Slug, who's one of the better Ices in the world,
I know,
and Nintendo swear by the fact that it's like a really, really good matchup for Ices. But I think you need to know why it's a good matchup to play it well.
Well, yeah, but then again, there aren't that many like just top-tier Ganon players in the world, like compared to like top 100, you know?
Correct. Yeah.
So like, also like probably contributing to the fact that Ganon is number like 15, 14 on the tier list.
Yeah, he's around the him and Donkey Kong around that spot.
Yeah. Like Luigi beats him by like 1 or 2.
Yeah, tier the side.
Okay, that even last stop.
Yeah. But you can tell this matchup.
Ooh, okay.
I think it might matter more to. That's a nice.
Oh, the misfire as well. I was kind of lucky actually.
Getting back on stage.
That's the let's test, but doesn't really help at all. Yeah.
1-0 to Salmon.
I just love seeing Ganon with his big flops.
Safplanan pulling out the phone, clearly wanting some different vibes. Wearing the soundproof headsets. I actually have those as well.
Is Talman using headset, or is he just like really focused? You can't really see with the hair, can you?
He might have the about it, but I'm not sure.
Ooh, okay. Well, good start. Failed the wave dash though. Not good consistency.
I mean, I think Safplanan probably has more stake in this set than Talman does. I mean, I'm sure they both want to win, right?
Yeah, of course. Why would you not want to win?
But nice down. But this is really like you win this match, and you're looking really, really good to get top 8. And when that idea kind of like starts to like settle in your mind, you can get, you know, when you like realize the importance of the match you're playing, it's like, if I win this, I might just get top 8, I might do really well, you know, I might get ranked in Europe.
I think that's really funny though, like having that mindset instead of just, let's win, I want to win every single match. It's not just, oh, then I'll get top 8, it's that you don't want to go for the top, you want to win.
Yeah, but I think it's less of a mindset and more of like, this is realistic, right?
Yeah,
like,
true.
There's a point where like, you can't get that thought out of your mind.
But come on, you want to be the protagonist mindset. You want to be like, I can win this thing, even though like you've not placed in the top 8 before or something like that.
I mean, you want to.
Of course.
But when you look at your bracket and you're like, oh, this bracket could be so good for me. you don't want to lose, right?
What?
Or this could be a downer. Back air. Up air.
Oh, he
can't
actually
keep the
dodged
edge
that.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that. That was a surefire kill from
But
the team.
good damage for Saflana.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah,
get
Ganon
this
just
edge
has a
going.
hard time getting on stage, like compared, like, and Talman is, no, sorry, Southplan has been hitting a lot of misfires just to get instantly back on stage. Really lucky for him.
Oh, that forward smash was so
that was insane spacing.
Yeah. Nice. Forward out of shield there is probably pretty tight, pretty hard to hit. Gets that anyway, down there.
Yeah, that's just guaranteed lose. Like, you can't, like, it's so slow, the up beyond Ganon. Like, Vic's recovery is just so predictable. It's sad.
Well, Salmon's been mixing up pretty well so far. Nice, just the back.
Yeah, like, compared to how the tools Ganon provides, you know?
Yeah. It's also one of those things where
nice, okay.
you could see the way Saflana like dropped down with the down air.
Yeah.
He was reading that Salmon was gonna up B straight to like space it perfectly to ledge.
Yeah,
he's been doing that a lot. So Saflana making a read on that edge guard. We're gonna have to see if Salmon adapts. Because that might be a way for Saflana to start taking some really early stocks. If he can get that same down air, but at like 40%.
Yeah, true. Really whiffing a few, but okay, it's a good position here. Oh, the down air.
Oh, slide off. Yeah, Saflana also a very good fox.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
He has a very good fox. So when you see those type of like slide offs, I'm always thinking like, oh well, that's the fox in him. You know, you do like the back air slide off, back air. Another misfire.
What? He's hit like 3 this set. What?
He's hit a lot of misfires. I mean, it's 1 in 9, so it's not like super uncommon, but he's been hitting.
Well, if Game & Watch was this like this consistent, then maybe we would see a lot more Game & Watches.
He's been hitting them when he needs them. I think that's the most important part.
Yeah, that's just insane, man.
Oh, nice. Back air and shoot, like the down air into the back air there.
Like what you can't do a lot there. Like in that position, you can't really do it. You just have to up. You can't side. You can't like double jump. He just gets that downer on you every single time, right?
I think your best bet is going high.
Yeah.
And doing an up B and like trying to be tricky with your drift. So be like, oh, I'm drifting in, drifting out.
Yeah.
Trying to like mix up if you're going to like the side pad or going to the left.
Yeah, trying to make him commit to something.
Yeah. Oh, I guess the forward air.
No! Oh, this is not
Ship in edge guard, down air? Yeah.
Yeah, like... Oh, he's still in it
rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
These downers really took a toll on him. So is it done? Yeah, it's just
1-1.
No, oh, is it best out of 3?
Best
no,
of 3.
wait, sorry.
Salmon won game 1.
Sorry.
But yeah, final game here.
Oh, Fountain, okay.
And yeah, I mean, you can tell, like, just looking at Saflana in between games, you know, deep breaths, this definitely means a lot.
Ooh, he's really saucing her up on the stock. That's another misfire!
Yup.
He hit 4 this set. How lucky can you get? Oh, okay, good. Good, let's rock.
I'll bet an entire stock here. Oh.
Oh, he's
this
really getting
rough.
this. Oh.
Or needs a Gimpy or something, doesn't get it.
Is this stage really good for Ganon? Because of the low
I'm not sure. I mean, this stage is kind of... Some people say that it's like a bad Falcon stage. Your short hop height is kind of weird. Like, you have a hard time doing aerials because you end up landing on the platform and stuff. And, you know, Ganon is kind of just like harder hitting, bigger Falcon. But I don't know about his jump height if it's similar. But I mean, he's doing well. He's doing really well.
Like, he's contending for a 4-stock here. Well, okay, maybe not anymore, but...
Down here?
Now, yeah.
And now, when he doesn't have a double jump here...
yeah, see, there's a mix-up.
There he mixed up the, Let's talk about, like, the drifts. And getting another lease on life here. I mean, you hit Luigi, like, twice, he's on 60%.
Yeah, it, like...
Ganon needs to close this out here. Gets the down there. Nice. 1 stock apart.
He's really showing that he's really still in this, even though he got like 2 stocks on him for nothing.
Oh, I mean, you need to. If you're a top player, you need to have that mentality to keep going.
Of course.
Full tilt, nice. Whoa. Both of them just sitting there crouch canceling like, are you gonna hit me? I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah. With the down forward tilt.
People popping off in the venue.
Yeah, there's a crazy ultimate match is going on right now.
Nice. I'll bet forward there.
Yeah, oh!
Nice.
That air dodge though.
Jump through the platform with him there.
Oh, jab. Oh, jab
that's
forward
so
there.
sick.
Oh, let's go.
Crazy. Yeah, Talman really running away with this game.
Yeah. This is a best of 3 set, right?
Best of 3, yeah. This is
Yeah,
the final
okay,
game.
so this is final game.
Yeah.
Oh, Southbound really has to pick it up right now.
Yeah.
Also, he should have this stock, but after this, oh yeah, this should be it. A downer coming.
Oh, see, go straight to ledge.
Oh.
Southland they're really just gonna go high. I think he needs to start getting those edge guards consistently, like on D9. If you, oh, that's just dead. That's just dead.
Ouch.
2 stock and down to the well played.
Yeah, he really was in control almost all of that game.
Yeah,
Tellman.
showing why he's the first seed in the pool.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, I mean I know Southland wanted to win that one. Maybe we'll slightly biased commentary. You know, sorry for that. But it's like
Yeah,
I know
of
one of the
course.
players. Let's see. Yeah, I mean I still think good set, good showing from both players.
Yeah. It's also like I'm just thinking like we were talking about like boxes and F1s earlier. Like on Luigi, this is like because of his insane wave dash length. Because this is one of like the cons of boxes is max wave dash length. Right?
Yeah, it's lower.
But it doesn't even that much matter on Luigi, does it now?
I mean well, you can look at it in 2 ways, right? You can say, well, my wave dash is already so long, so I don't need it to be like, you know.
Well, okay, there's
Like,
always
you
a
also-
scenario where you need it, but then again, like if it's like okay, so I can either have insane consistency or a little bit more
I mean,
range.
people aren't struggling with the wave dashing on a GameCube either.
Yeah, that is true.
And I think you could argue that Luigi probably wave dashes more than most characters in the game. So
That is like what makes him really good though,
Yeah.
is because of his insane reach with the
you
wave
probably
dashes.
do lose more mileage than most other characters like throughout a game because of how much a wave dash is,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, Link against 8.
Save state Pubmeister. Oh, dude,
Oh.
we actually we have not had a single set of a wave B yet. That like, well, I guess like the first one. Aside from it, it's just been people from Malmo. I'm loving this. This is so sick. Let's see. Zeddy, is it just a Malmo stream? We've had like people from Skåne back to back to back to back. It's crazy.
Oh, so it's Battlefield. Link versus Jigglypuff. Okay.
So Pubmeister is OG Puff player from Malmo.
Oh, okay.
Been playing. You know how I mentioned King Funk's been playing for a long time.
Yeah.
King Funk and Pubmeister used to be in Grands because King Funk used to go to Malmö because it's right next to Copenhagen.
Oh, yeah.
And they would play Grands in Malmö like every monthly and even like some weeklies for like a year plus.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually kind of crazy.
So,
Oh, going for that hard read rest. Yeah.
dude.
okay.
Yeah.
That's some risk.
So, if somehow you don't know who Save State is, Save State is, I mean, you should just look up Save State on Twitter. This guy is so cool. His young link, really sick. He has some of the craziest like bomb setups.
But
he'll,
okay,
like,
wait, you're saying so he means I'm not too familiar with him. He seems very cool and was very friendly to him earlier. But so he plays primarily Young Link instead of Link?
no, you're right. He does play Link, not Young Link. Sorry, that's me saying wrong.
Yeah, okay, because
Yeah.
I was like, why would he not play
No, yeah.
Young Link against Puff? It's
No.
such a better matchup.
Safe State is the Link, Nicholas is the Young Link. It's just me saying Young Link.
Oh,
'cause I'm
okay,
used to
okay.
saying Young Link. But no, people actually do play Link, crazily enough.
Yeah, it is crazy.
But he is like by far the best Link in Europe.
Yeah.
He's
How many links are there in Europe though?
I don't know. I just know Safe State exists.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, well, he's saucing up pretty well here.
Yeah.
But then again, he did go for a hard read rest on him earlier.
Yeah. No, Safe State has some of the coolest combos in Melee, I'd say.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of those clips on Twitter. They
Yeah.
look insane. Oh, you can do that? Oh my god, I love that.
There's a lot of these where like
it is sick seeing like these low tiers sometimes, just like getting like insane combos that you don't normally see at like high events because
Yeah.
no one plays them. They don't get too far.
I mean, his bomb combos literally look like combo contest combos.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Like
just
he'll leave a bomb like this and it'll get exploded by it and he'll like fly into another bomb and then like into
another
down.
failed rest right on him. Oh.
You see this type of stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like the setup
exactly.
is so unique. Pull up the stream as well.
Ooh, downer, almost
Sweet.
down.
Don't actually have chat, so I'm gonna go.
Oh no, this.
up.
Oh, that's a good punish by
There we go.
Popmaster.
Alright, well, if you're in chat watching Melee on a beautiful Saturday at 1 PM, if you're in Scandinavia or wherever you are, let us know. You know, are there any players you want to see? We can probably find them for you and put them on stream.
Well,
and,
we do have Pipsqueak.
Pipsqueak. Very nice guy.
Yeah.
Very good at Fox. Very
insanely
Swedish.
good at Fox.
Probably see him in top 8 later today.
Yeah,
I'd imagine.
Well, he has top seed this whole tournament, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Most
would
like.
assume
Oh
so.
no! Oh, that's unfortunate. This is pretty. I would still say this is pretty even because he needs like one hit and then Puff is dead. Exactly.
Well, keeping it honest for sure.
But then again, Puff always has that X factor of rest. Oh,
yeah.
He didn't go for it there. There's some crazy stuff going in the back. With some ultimate. Oh my god. Ooh, okay. Not a good position for Popmaster right here. Oh, it fails the downer actually. That would have killed. Oh. Oh, did not hit that. That's nice. Oh! That was sick.
That's a save state moment for sure. That's so cool.
Oh, that's like, it looks so calculated. It's just like, wow. I can't imagine him using that like bomb combo into down air. Wow. Running it back.
Nope, back to Battlefield.
Oh, okay, that gives him a huge advantage.
Yeah. Really quick on the confirm as well. Does the up tilt, sees that he doesn't DI it out, just
exactly. At that percentage too, you just like, it's pretty guaranteed.
Well, if they DI wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
If he DIs out, he doesn't get that, but it's just like, it's pretty impressive like in the moment to recognize like that quickly. Oh, he didn't DI right.
It isn't that hard though. Like it's, you just see like, if it's like kind of above you and not to the side, you're like, yeah, I get it. It's just like, it's not
scary against Link.
Oh yeah, true. That makes a lot of sense though.
Because like, if he gets either, you know, like a down air or an up air, or even, if you, or you just like, you just mash up you, right? Like if you're even slightly late, you just get by up every time.
Yeah,
but
true.
Popmeister finding the rest here.
That arrow.
Do you have any experience in the, because you play Puff?
Yeah, no, I'm not, I've like barely, I've once or twice played against, but then again, like, I haven't had that much experience. Like, who the hell am I gonna play with in Iceland? There's only like 5 people.
If you're watching this stream and you're from Iceland, you know, play some Melee.
Yeah, of course, we need more in the scene. It's insane.
We have, you guys have, you know, you said you had like a really cool, like almost like a spot with like computers and everything like that.
Yeah, we have like a LAN center we always use for like all our locals, and it's really easy to set up. We just need the players. Like we have everything except the people that want to play.
Hey,
Ultimate's just like it's just so much harder to get into Melee like compared to Ultimate. It's just like if someone way better, like I lost all my games like right now because they're just so much better than me. Yeah, it's just like that.
It's hard to get practice in Iceland.
Yeah, it is. There's only like 2 people I could like genuinely practice against and get better at.
That's right. Yeah. If you're a person, you live in Iceland, that's a LAN center waiting for you. Bonuses, gaming PCs.
Yeah, we need more people to pick up this game. It's so fun. Okay, let me see.
Oh yeah. Last game on Pokemon Stadium.
Kinda even right now.
I'm loving this match. I think both of these players are so cool.
I think Pop must have been a bit too risky with the rest though. He's going like, he's like trying to do it like a Mango, like old school combo video, just jump rest on him. Confirm.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things with Link, right? You do just have those laggy aerials that Puff should be able to punish.
Like, when you say laggy aerials, I just think about neutral air. It's like crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Dude, the empty land and then like the down smash afterwards. That's so sick. He made a shield poke as well.
What? Yeah, that was actually kind of interesting though. He just like went for the light shield while he was in moment. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, I knew. I saw it in his eyes. He was trying to go. Yeah, that's a pure fucking Mango moment right there. Oh. Nah. He kind of wanted to go for it again, but like, nah, he ain't getting it.
Let's see here.
There's a crazy sound in the back. Oh,
Almost.
that doesn't kill. Ooh. Probably the weak hitbox. Oh, okay.
Oh, shield stabs.
Yeah. It's just.
Dude, Sextate is so good at that.
Yes.
Sometimes they're waiting out the bomb explosion.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so cool.
Oh. That's, yeah. That's
Nice. Gets
nice.
it.
Good one. Pretty even right now.
Yeah.
The slow walk up. This is actually kind of funny, but like this reminds me so much of just our like best ultimate guy, Arlie. He just like plays Toon Link in ultimate. It's just all the bombs ever. I think they're somewhat similar.
Oh, goes to the
Oh no!
Sextate jumps out barely in time.
Yeah, Link doesn't have that good of a
Running around the bomb.
punish sort of. Yeah,
This
like,
is stalking him. He's running around the bomb. Jesus.
oh,
Nice, skull pop
good. That was really good.
Gets the doesn't get the kill with the punish now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the thing you kind of have to remember against Puff though. It's like you can't grab the chain grab. Like he can just he's always in the air. It's like very hard to confirm it.
Yeah.
And then he can just punish with the rest because there's so much M left.
Oh, we have Minty. Yeah, Minty chat. That's another Skone player.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of Skones here, but nice to see the people back home
good
cheering on
confirm.
Pupper.
Yeah. Oh.
Stop there. Dude, I want to see both these guys win, to be honest.
Yeah.
Safe State is so cool. The Pupper is just like one of my favorite pups in Europe.
It's like okay, it like looks like it like that. Oh, okay. It looked like Safe State were winning, but then again, just one rest. And
Oh
it's
my
done.
god, goes for the same thing as he did in game 1. Doing the bomb off the platform into the down air.
He did shield through it though. That was kind of risky, but
Oh, that's a down air. That
oh,
kills.
not confirmed. Safe
That's a
State
crazy
that
combo.
match.
Well played by both players.
Yeah,
for
of
sure.
course. Dude. I would say though that if Puffmaster didn't go for so many like hard manko like old school reads, he probably would have had better luck with that matchup.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You can't have any fears as a Puff player.
No, of course.
You need to go for the rest that you need, like, because if you're not going for the rest anymore, you're also not getting the rests, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's like,
it's just like, but then again, it did kind of show like how badly Link can punish the rest, sort of, because he can only like bomb up air and stuff like that. He doesn't have like a Fox up smash or anything similar.
Yeah.
It's just like not as good. So like,
no, yeah, I
kind of
think,
makes more sense.
You have to be going for like down smash stuff. It's like maybe I think it might be your best kill confirm option.
Yeah.
But I mean, Safe State obviously wants to hit the sick combos. You know, he wants to do the bomb down there.
Yeah, he wants to be flashy. He wants to do the
bomb.
melee. You know,
Yeah.
he wants to play melee.
He wants to be sick, and he is.
Yeah, of course he is.
Won the set as well. See.
So what do we got next?
I think pools might be finished.
Oh, is it? What time is it?
It's
Yeah, the chess tournament's in like a bit.
1. Let's see. South London? See if I can catch someone that might know. Like 2 heads on at the same time as well. See if I can find. There's a lot of production in that here, I don't think. Let's see. Hey.
We have no idea.
It is hard to get from me. Is pools done?
Wave B is over, yeah. So
Wave B's over. Yeah, sick. Alright.
So we're.
You want to throw up like a waiting screen or something?
yeah.
Sick.
Did you say goodbye to
No, we will, but yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if you tuned in, as I said, beautiful Saturday in this at Midgard for Wave A and B, or just either or.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming and watching. And you know, if you live anywhere near Scandinavia, come by next year.
Yeah, of
Rent is
course.
sick.
We gotta get more of a community in this, especially in Iceland. Well.
So yeah, that's going to be all for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Obviously, make sure to follow this stream, Smash Norke, or follow the main stream, which has Ultimate, as you can see in the background. Should just be the top stream on the Ultimate if you want to go watch that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.
Bye.